The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 261, being recorded on June the 14th, 2019. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, known as Jesus Walks Out. Today, I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Jonathan Arcelo, Nypron. Welcome.
Hey, guys. My second time being on. I got a webcam.
Yeah, I got a webcam and everything. Woo! Welcome. Yeah. Anyways, also from the East Coast, you those people over there, from Ohio, the Mayo, back once again. This is like your third week in a row. What's going on? I don't know. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, man. Glad to be around.
Welcome to Mayo. Welcome. And also from Michigan, for some reason, on East Coast time. Is Michigan on East Coast time?
Yep.
That's fucking weird. Anyways, for some reason on East Coast time and from Michigan, Caddylax, our guest host for today. Caddylax. Welcome.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
You're so excited. You get me excited.
Welcome. Yeah, no, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate everyone coming on today. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell, it's a bunch of replacements today except for me. And that's because reasons. First of all, Gunny is still in Australia somewhere. A little update on Gunny. He actually ended up in the hospital the other day, people. He ended up in the hospital, but he was rescued by a doctor that was from California that was next to him and noticed that he was like being dehydrated or having a heat stroke. He was having something with the heat, dehydration or a heat stroke or some shit. And she took him to the hospital. She rescued his ass, like it was like his lifesaver angel next to him.
And too much time in the sun.
I told him, you need to stop drinking, man. Like, start drinking water and shit, not just fucking alcohol all day and then go out and hike for 20 miles. Like, what the fuck you doing, Gunny? I'm going to drink 50 gallons of fucking vodka and rum and I'm going to go hike, guys. I'll be back. And then he fucking ends up dying almost.
Man. Isn't Australia in the equators, like in the middle of the earth?
That's in the bottom, isn't it? It's in the bottom.
Yeah, that's where all the
it's not
all the
by
heat
the
get in.
Gunny's over there dying and shit in the heat. Anyways, Gunny, we wish you luck.
We miss you, Gunny.
He's back up and running, people. He messaged me and shit. He's all back up now. He's okay. He's okay. He must send me a message and everything. Anyways, so Gunny will be back. He's actually arriving tomorrow in the afternoon, so his jet... Right now he's flying, and he's actually coming in tomorrow, like in the afternoon. He arrives like at 4 p.m. West Coast time, or 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. or some shit. The thing is, he has to get from the airport to his house, which is like 2-hour drive or some shit, and then... like, he just couldn't be on the show. we were going to try to get him on the show tomorrow night, but he wouldn't be home till like fucking 8:30 at night, and then he would have to record, and his wife would be pissed at him. His kid would be pissed. They've been on a fucking jet for 15 hours. They're going to be mad. So I was like, you know what, Gunny? You take the day off. So good on him. He took the day off. He'll be back next week, people.
I think I want to hear Angry Gunny.
Yeah. Anyways, people, you can follow us on Twitter at _Horrible Gamers. Leave us a review on iTunes. Horrible Gamers Podcast Community is where you can go and join our Facebook group. That is a closed group, so that means anything that you post in the group is not visible by people outside of the group. And you have to answer a few simple questions to join the group. They're not very hard at all. You pretty much need to just give us an answer. Make sure you're not a bot, and then we'll accept you for the most part. Unless you're a fucking weirdo and don't have, like, any profile pictures or something weird like that, then we might not accept you. But other than that, we will most likely accept you if you have an answer for the questions that we give. There's 3 questions. You just need to answer them. Anyways, patreon.com/Horrible Gamers is where you can go and support the show financially. That means with money. That's right. We accept your monies, people. And the following people have given us money: Jonathan Hall, Alan Maybe, Evan Tanaka, John Jerome, Adam Sunday, Dirty Bite, Robbie Wheat, David Snyder, Brian Capessa, The Mayo, Jonathan Arcelo, Pork Chop Who, Bo Sassone, Jesse Kraft, Henley M, Cellbaiter, and Native Live Matters. Thank you guys for giving us a little bit of moolah every month. It keeps us going. It keeps me going. And yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I need all the moolah because I'm trying to buy the PS5 that's going to be like $700 next year.
I'm ready to give my mortgage to you. Jesus.
Oh, you ready to give your mortgage? Yeah, fuck yeah. I'll quit my job.
Speaking of Facebook, where's all my PS4s? Where's all my PS4 groups at? Where's everyone's Xbox? I'm just kidding. Yeah. We're all gamers here.
Our community is mostly Xbox based. I'm not gonna lie. That's 90% of our people that probably listen to us play on the Xbox, and that's kind of crazy to me to like see how many more Xbox gamers are out there active with gaming communities than PS4 players, and that's insane. Because there's a lot more PS4 players out there. They just don't like to talk to people. I think that's what it is. Because multiplayer games suck on the PS4, and they just don't talk to each other. Anyways. Our intro song is done by Fowler and Twistics, and it's called The Breakout. Our outro song is done by Broke for Free. It's called Nada. You can listen to those over on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. Fowler and Twistics, Breakout, it's their own song, but they made a special remix for our intro. Obviously, they don't say horrible gamers in their own song. They made that just for us, so thank them for that. Anyways, people, I got some news for you. Unfortunately, moving forward with the podcast here after, from effective immediately, Eric Smith is no longer with the show. St. Nicholas has decided to call it quits. He is no longer part of the podcast. It's not nothing personal. Like we are all friends. We're friends. But Eric has decided to step down. He says that, he has to deal with pretty much life at the moment. He has, work to deal with. And on top of that, his wife recently got pregnant. And they're having a kid, and they just found that out like about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago now. And so like they're preparing for all that stuff, and pretty much he's been really busy. So he can't make the show. He can't dedicate the amount of time and effort that goes into making a podcast and being on here for 3-4 hours every fucking weekend. He's like, fuck that. I'm quitting, Jesus. So he quit, and we understand. I understand. Everyone understands. Okay. We wish him good luck. So good luck to you, Eric. You're always welcome back. Hopefully
we'll have in the community.
Yeah, and he'll still be playing games. I mean, I think. I don't. Maybe not.
Yeah. I've been playing with him on the PS4 Pro lately.
Yeah. Maybe not on the Xbox anymore, but he'll be definitely playing on the PS4. He wants to get rid of his Xbox, and so yeah.
I got him converted. Woo. I'm just kidding.
Eric, so we wish you luck, buddy. I love you, dude, and thank you for being on the podcast the time that you were on. You always made me laugh, even though I always made fun of you for being very emo. Don't take it personally. It's just a joke, buddy. I love you. I'll miss you, Eric. Don't fall off any more ladders. Don't fall off any more ladders. Man, I lost Ryan last year, and now Eric.
He was my favorite dude.
Oh, who's next? Gunny? What the fuck, dude? God. This is sad.
And Mayo's the next one.
I'm depressed now. I'm fucking depressed now. Jesus. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for making me sad, you fucking asshole. Anyways, people. Let's move forward here. I got some news this week as well. I no longer am an owner of an Xbox system in my house. I decided to get rid of my Xbox One. And that's because of E3. E3 has convinced me I needed to get rid of my Xbox One, and I did right away, literally, like the fucking week after. I was like, I'm done. Sell this thing. It's gone out of my house. I threw it out the window, and it's gone. It's fucking gone.
What made you decide to leave the Xbox?
Well, I guess we could just start talking about it now. I mean, if you guys want to, or you guys want to talk about what we've been playing, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it during the news section. Anyways, let's talk about what we've been playing real quick. We'll talk about what we've been playing. We'll do our quick. We've been playing bullshit games for the last week. Everyone wants to really want to talk about E3. I want to talk about E3, so let's kind of get through this real quick. Not much that I played this week. Just some State of Decay 2 after seeing the E3 reveal for the Heartland DLC, which came out for free for Game Pass owners. I think anyone that owns that game got it for free. Maybe. Or am I just
I'm not
talking
sure. I
shit?
haven't launched it since, so maybe I'll try and check it out tonight after the show.
See, I don't know if you've bought the game by itself and like you're not part of Game Pass if you still get that DLC for free, but I know for a fact if you are on Game Pass, you get that DLC for free. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it's a Game Pass thing or if it's just if you own the game, you get the DLC for free. Either way, the DLC was free. So being free, I decided to give Undead Labs a little bit of money, and I saw that they had their Daybreak DLC on sale. It's not on sale, but if you're part of Game Pass, you get a 10% discount on all DLC for the game that it's on there. So I decided to give them a few bucks, and it was like $9 to buy the Daybreak DLC, which is another DLC that adds a special mode to the game. It's like a horde mode, but it's more like a wave-based mode. It's not really horde mode. It is because you're trying to defend this dude from the fucking zombies, but overall, once you beat the wave, the zombies kind of die down. There'll be a few here and there coming in, but like they're done for the most part until the next wave starts, and you have like a minute and a half between each wave. Gives you time to repair the walls, and also like coordinate with your teammates to go get the drops that come in the map, which are called Clio drops. They're kind of like care packages that come from the sky. And these packages, you're gonna get ammo, stamina packs, bandages, health kits, etc. that you can use to either heal up the guy you're trying to defend or heal yourself up during like a big attack. You don't got to worry about yourself so much. What you do have to worry about is the guy that you're defending. He's an engineer that has to like, you have to have him survive throughout the 10 waves. And during those 10 waves, he's like on a computer just like typing like really fast and like typing really fucking hardcore because I guess he's trying to call in an airstrike or something or call an extraction for your team, and you are actually playing as a Red Talon soldier, and the Red Talon is kind of like a special forces military group or whatever in the game's universe. So you're part of like this elite squad of soldiers that are there, like 4 people, and you guys are there to protect this one engineer while he's calling an extraction. During the time he's calling the extraction, of course, the waves begin, and they have like these walls up that you have to repair the walls with repair kits. As the zombies are attacking the walls, you can either shoot through the little slots on the wall. They're like these like slots on the wall, like a little rectangle thing. You can shoot through those slots and get headshots on the zombies, or you can jump over the wall and like start hitting the zombies with your melee weapons because you don't have unlimited ammo. You only have like 100 to 120 rounds per gun. There's multiple different guns that you start off with. So you start off with the shotgun. It's called the Wolverine, an assault rifle, and like a semi-automatic like fucking bolt action rifle.
What game is this again?
This is State of Decay 2. And you're pretty much you're trying to defend this engineer from these waves, and the game is so much fun, man. Like this DLC, it added so much more gameplay value to this game for me that it's like, holy shit, all I want to do is play State of Decay 2. That's all I want to play, man. And this game is old. It came out last year, last March or February or some shit. And now I just want to play this fucking game. And it's a problem because it's a really old game. And everyone's going to expect me to talk about new games coming out. But I guess during the summer, this might be one of my summer games where I'm just into it during the summer and hopefully fall off of it by the time the fall comes and new games start coming out, which I most likely will. But like for like a great summer game that runs pretty good on a PC, I get it on Ultra. I'm getting like 70 to 80 frames per second, which isn't like super great, but it isn't bad at all. Compared to the Xbox One version, you're getting 30 frames a second locked. Even on the Xbox One X, because it's in 4K HDR, you're only getting 30 frames a second. So playing it on the PC, it feels a lot smoother. The game performs pretty good. And there's like no hiccups in the game, really. I mean, there's the occasional like weird looking fucking thing that happens. But that's just kind of part of like the game itself. I'm used to that in the game because on the Xbox, the same shit happened on the Xbox. It's kind of like PUBG where it has like some little fucking weird jank to it, you know? And that's just kind of part of this game. But it runs so much better on a PC than it does on the Xbox One. Either Xbox One, the Xbox One X, Xbox One S, or the Xbox One original. I highly suggest you pick up this game on Game Pass. It's available both on the PC and the Xbox One. Support the fucking team at Undead Labs. $8, dude, for the DLC. It's fucking worth it. And I suggest that you pick it up if you want like a pretty cool zombie horde mode. And it doesn't just add like this horde mode to the game. It also adds the Red Talon soldier to the main story. So now, like in the main story, when you find people on the map that you recruit to your group, or people that, you know how like at the beginning you could like randomize the characters that you start off with? Sometimes when you hit that random button, that red talent soldier will pop up, and you can start off with the red talent soldier in your group as your like one of your characters that you start off with. And they have special abilities. Like they obviously have way better stamina than most people because they have military training. And on top of that, they have better like shooting statistics and stuff like that. They have more discipline. They don't get mad and frustrated as easily as the other characters do. They don't fucking lose their shit or freak out. Because some characters may have good stats. They may have really good shooting, really good stamina, really good everything, right? You have everything really high on their stats. But maybe one of their quirks is that they freak out if they see somebody dying in front of them. So if they see one of your other fucking people in your base get attacked and killed, they freak out and they drop their gun and they just run and hide in the corner and cry. And the zombies go and kill them because they're not attacking back. They're just sitting there crying. So you gotta kind of, figure that out as you play the game. But the game is so fucking good, guys. State of Decay 2, highly suggested.
No, I haven't played the first one. Is that one available on the PC?
Yes, the first one is available on Game Pass as well as the second game. They're both available on Game Pass. I suggest that you just start off with State of Decay 2. They've done so many quality of life changes to the second game that you don't ever need to go back to the first one and play it. The first, like I said, the stories don't continue. There is no like main story. It's just you're trying to survive a zombie apocalypse.
Oh, okay. It's like a Left 4 Dead kind of.
Just think of it that way. You're trying to survive a zombie apocalypse. The first one didn't have co-op. The second one does. You can play with friends, up to 4 people or some shit. They can help you build up your base and all that good stuff. Just a warning though, if you're playing online multiplayer, and say I'm playing online in my story, and you jump in and you want to help me out, and you come into my game. You're going to be building up my base, not your base. So if you want help building up your base, you need to tell me, hey, Jesus, let's jump over to my game and help me build up my base. So you got to know that whoever's game you join, the host of that game, that's who benefits the most from you joining the game. Like, yes, your character still levels up. Your character still gains stats. But all the resources like food, medicine, fuel, all that stuff is going to go to that main host. Like if you find a rucksack full of food, it goes to that person's community, not yours. So you got to know that when you play multiplayer. So yeah, check it out, people. And as far as the Heartland DLC, this is a new story mode that they've added to the game. And this is based off of the original map of State of Decay. So that's the map from the first game. They've actually gone back and brought this map over to the new game. And they've added a new story to this map. One of the stories says you're playing as this black girl who something happened with her mother or something, or her dad or some shit. Something fucking happened. She was trying to save them, and now she's trying to fucking find them or something. And the other story you can play as is this white dude who he's an ex-convict. It says on there like an ex-con or whatever, like as his biograph. But he's, hey, I'm a fucking ex-con. I escaped from prison, and he's actually. So the girl is with her aunt. It's like the girl and the aunt. You can play as them, or you can play as the ex-con and a cop. And the cop that's with this ex-con, and they're trying to survive the zombie apocalypse and trying to find some fucking something. So these are like story-based kind of like campaigns, more so than the original game. They actually have like a ending to them. You got to find a goal. You got to find the cure or whatever the fuck, the person that you're looking for or whatever. So yeah, going to these games knowing that there's an ending to them. It's not like the original game where like you can pretty much play it for like 300 days if you don't finish the last mission. You can just keep playing it forever. All right. Any questions, people? Yeah. Any questions? State of Decay 2. It's an old game. I know that. I'm probably not exciting you guys, but hey, fuck, State of Decay 2 is great. It's fucking great. Play it. Go play it now. Go. Quit listening to the show. Go play now. Go.
All right, I'm going.
Sell your PS4s and buy an Xbox to play State of Decay 2.
Pretty much. Man. Yeah, it is exclusive to the Xbox platform. That is true. That is.
Wow.
It's exclusive to the Xbox. State of Decay 2 is a zombie game exclusive to the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that was the first game that ever released on the Xbox Live Arcade that was $20 by itself, standalone. I remember that was a big deal when it first came out on the 360 back in 2010 or 2011. It was a big deal because that was the first Xbox Live Arcade game that came out, like, with the Summer of Arcade. It came out at $19.99 and everyone was freaking the fuck out, like, why is this game fucking $20? It should be $9. And like the Undead Last one was like, no, like we're making a fucking big game for you guys. Like this isn't just like a fucking bullshit arcade fucking indie game. Like this is a big game. And everyone was freaking out about it. And then it came out and like a lot of people loved it. Some people hated it, but I personally loved the first game and I love the second one. So I suggest that you play it, and if you want some tips and tricks and good stuff to hear about State of Decay, any kind of like, hey, I have questions about like this base or what's better, like exactly what's better than the other thing, like this thing is better than this thing, this resource is better than this resource, I suggest that you go listen to a podcast called The Blaze Experience. My friend Derek Blaze, he was going to be on today, he couldn't be on because of scheduling conflicts, but he does a podcast called The Blaze Experience, and you can go listen to him, and he talks about State of Decay 2 for like in detail, man.
Yes,
like,
and a lot of depth.
Like, you're pretty much going to like State of Decay 2 school when you go listen to his podcast, and you're going to be a fucking badass at that game because you're going to know everything about it. Like, literally, like, down to like what gun does more damage against this type of zombie, and how you shoot at them, and which car you should be using, and what you should be doing. It's so fucking crazy, man. Like, the dude is super detailed. So I suggest you go listen to his podcast and check him out. Shout out to The Blaze Experience, BLAISE, Experience with the letter X and then experience. Just experience, Blaze Experience. Go listen. Go now. Go. Anyways, that's all I really played this week, guys. Oh, wait. No. I played a little game today.
I don't believe that.
Little indie game called West of Loathing. Came out today, or not today, came out on June 9th. So, the day Xbox was doing their Microsoft conference, this game was actually shown at their Indies showcase, and it actually released that same day. They didn't really talk about it, but it's just kind of released. This is a little weird-looking game. It's black and white. It's stick drawings. So, like, think of, like, the characters you used to draw when you were a kid in fucking elementary school. You used to draw stick characters. Well, this is pretty much that, but based on the Wild West. And it's kind of funny. There's no dialogue, but all the dialogue is written out for you. So you're reading this dialogue and, like, what people are saying to you or you're saying to them. And you're running around and you got to, like, find some fucking thing, some story. There's a story there. It's just a funny-looking game. A little indie title. Has great reviews. From the reviews that I've seen, it has like 9 out of 10s and shit, so I look forward to playing more of it, but haven't really got far into it.
For some reason, I feel like this was a PC game at some point in time earlier in the year.
It is.
But, yeah, I can't remember if it was on Steam or not, but...
It might have been. Yeah, but it is available on Game Pass, and on top of that, there's a lot of other games available on Game Pass for the PC, but that's what I've been playing this week. A little bit of Apex Legends after that. Yeah, Apex, guys. I finally reached level 15th on my battle pass. I got the Wraith skin. She looks pretty badass now. She looks like a badass fucking chick. So
have they ever patched that game lately? Like, have they made some balances or anything?
No.
You notice?
Yes, they have made a bunch of balance changes, but I don't really pay attention to them. I don't play the game that much to know like how much damage a weapon does. I just know the Mozambique sucks. Right, that's all I know. All right, the Mozambique sucks. You don't want to pick that gun. My favorite go-to gun is usually the G7 Scout or the Flatline or the R301C. I usually go for those guns. The Havoc is okay. The Devotion is alright. The Triple Take is pretty good as a sniper rifle, but you gotta have a decent scope and decent range on people. You gotta be far away from them to get good headshots. And yeah, I really like the Peacekeeper. The Peacekeeper is beast mode now. Like, they did a patch for that thing where that thing will take you down one shot. If you're like directly in front of the Peacekeeper and that motherfucker shoots at you, even if they're not aiming and they get a direct hit on you, you're fucking going down. No matter if you have 100% health, you're going fucking down, dude. So that's kind of crazy.
Even if you're using an Xbox controller.
Yeah, even if you use an Xbox controller. I mean, today I was getting my ass kicked, dude, because I've been playing all these bullshit-ass games on the PC, and then I go back to playing this fucking game, and I'm like, fuck, I'm getting wrecked, dude. Like, in the first 2 seconds of the match, it's like, boom, 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 just getting fucking destroyed. I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Man, I'm dying. But, whatever. It is what it is. It's Battle Royale. Go have fun, people. Apex. Season ends pretty soon. New season picks up July 2nd, which I will be participating in, I think. Most likely, yeah. Anyways, that's it. I'm done, guys. You go, Mayo, go. Tell me what you've been playing, Mayo, go.
All right, man. Hey, I'm gonna keep it a little short too for us. But with the announcement of the Xbox PC Game Pass, of course, I had to immediately download it right away. I had to do a little bit of work to get the newest Windows update to get it to actually work, and then you do the beta version of this Xbox app. So anyhow, I get all the games. I download like 7 games right away, and the first one is, again, it's an older game, kind of like what you're talking about, but it kind of blew my mind because right away is Metro Exodus. And the reason it blows my mind is because this game is supposed to be an Epic exclusive. So I don't know what happened there. Like, on the PC Game Pass, it says Windows version underneath it, if that's how they're doing something with it. But I don't know how they're releasing this on the PC to play. Maybe
so many freaking
just
launchers nowadays on PCs, man.
Yeah, maybe it's because it's a service. Maybe because they're not actually buying it. You're kind of renting it. So maybe they're getting away with it that way. I don't know. But anyway, I finally got a chance to take a crack at Metro Exodus and enjoying it so far. It is having some technical issues. I can't, for some reason, with multiple monitors, I cannot tab out of the game. So if I get any kind of Discord message I need to respond to, or any kind of little side message or anything like that, I had to like pretty much close the game completely to get to my other monitor before I can even respond to those messages. So it's pretty much like a sit down and play and not be bugged kind of thing. But I've probably played about 5 missions on it. Besides that, it's playing well. It runs smooth. It looks good. So one thing I was going to tell you, Jesus, is I remember when you played it on the Xbox, you were complaining about the gun movement, the sensitivity of the guns. For the PC, it's really good. I didn't have any kind of issue with it feeling slow or sluggish.
I'm going to replay it on the PC, actually. I need to restart a new playthrough, so I'm going to do that on the PC here pretty soon, actually, because I have it downloaded, so yeah.
I think you'll notice a difference on it like right away. I think I did up the speed in the options because you can have your sensitivity increased under the options, because at first it did feel slow. And without changing the DPI on my mouse, I just went ahead and bumped the sensitivity up in the options, and it was fine. It actually feels really good.
Okay.
So definitely give that one a check out if you've been wanting to play that and you want to stay away from that dreaded Epic Store. I would definitely give it a shot there. But another one I just want to hit at real quick is a game called Void Bastards. And this game is kind of like it's fun. Today. It's like a roguelike, so it's kind of like your Dead Cells. You kind of go through the game, and you start off as a character named Steve, and you're on this spaceship. And it's a first-person shooter, but it's in like a comic book style graphics. So it's all comic book, and you have like your little plot behind it they give you. And so you go in, and you find like fuel canisters, and then you'll find like food, and you'll find like oxygen, because when you're on a map, you can run out of oxygen. You're just exploring the space station, you have like 5 minutes of oxygen. So there's a refill tank you can find. As you explore it, you're going to find just different items. When you're done looting the whole entire ship, you exit back to your ship, and it zooms out and it gives you a grid like it would in Faster Than Light. And you're going to move, but it's going to take this much fuel to move to that spot. So when you move there, it's going to give you another ship, and they give you an option to explore that ship. And so you just keep exploring ships and keep finding more gear, finding more ammo for your guns, finding new guns, and then you kind of start getting upgrades for your character that are permanent upgrades. If you die, it will trail on to the next character. So I made it to about 5 ships, and I finally died at my first run through, and they're like, don't worry, the little backpack comes off of you, and they just take another prisoner, and they just give him a new name. And he has like a random attribute. So like I think on that one, food affected him something differently. Like it gave him like a 30% more health than what the other ones did. So it sounds like every time you have a new character, it gives you a new attribute along with them. So it was really neat, though. I probably the most impressive thing to me is the art style.
Yeah, it looks super cool, man. Like I've been watching gameplay of it, and I've been wanting to get into it. I just don't know if I'm ready for a game like that. You know what I mean?
But it's also one of those games that's really short. Like you can go in and play a couple missions. It's going to save where you left off. So you could, you want to do a half hour of a run, just do in one ship even. You can do it and jump back out.
Is it procedurally generated? So like every time you go into a thing, it's different, or is it all the same maps?
So far, I think it's the same ships that I've been in. Like the second time I played through it, it was like the same first ship I went to, but I didn't recognize enough on the next character if it was the same ship I was going to in the third one or not. Like you see some of the same enemies, but I don't remember if the layout was exactly the same. So, okay. But it's pretty neat. Like I said, the graphic style is awesome. It feels kind of Twitch based. It feels really fast on the PC. Like it's very touchy and stuff too. So,
all right.
But
anything else?
Besides that, I'm not gonna hit on a whole lot, but I did download the new update of Lego Forza 4.
Oh, so okay. You bought that?
Yeah, I want to pick that up, and so basically. Right away, the first disappointing thing I seen about it was there's only 3 Lego cars to choose from. So you get a Mini, a Ferrari, and a McLaren. But you have to earn those cars by playing through the game a little bit. And the rest of it is just kind of in a Lego environment. So the environment's neat, but like it goes by fast enough, you're not really paying attention to it when you're racing. So like it's not a focus of mine, unless I'm just kind of wanting to mess around in the environment, and just cause havoc. It seemed it would be funner, but the races are just, I'm so focused on the race yet that I don't notice the Lego stuff as much as I did like the Hot Wheels expansion on Forza Horizon 3. That expansion, you just really felt like you're on a Hot Wheels track with the loop-de-loops and the speed burst and all that kind of stuff. It's early on yet, so working on building a house without a Legos. So your house in that game is out of Legos, and they give you missions where you get like so many bricks per mission to build your house. And then when you get so many bricks, it puts an add-on to the house. Is the direction that it's going.
Okay.
I'm kind of bummed it doesn't give you more cars.
Yeah, I wish it would too. Besides that, I downloaded and dipped my toe in a whole bunch of games. Because as soon as that Game Pass became available, I downloaded the Messenger, a game called Sinner, SteamWorld Dig 2, Thumper, Hollow Knight, Bomber Crew. So I got my toe dipped in some of those games, and I also picked up, like we talked about last week, the new Sonic racing game. So haven't really played that one yet either.
How much was that expansion for the Lego?
With the Game Pass, it is $17.99.
Okay, so it's probably like $20 regular price.
Yeah, it's $19.99 regular.
Okay.
That was it for me.
Sounds good. All right, and Caddylax.
All right. Well, I think I'm sticking with everybody's playing old stuff here. I've been playing a bunch of Vita games lately because, I don't know, seems good to be laying in bed and playing some games. I picked up Risk of Rain 1, which is pretty much just like Risk of Rain 2, except for it's a side-scroller. It even has the same loot and everything, so it's really, really a lot like it. Just a roguelike side-scroller. It's pretty fun, though. It's way harder than the second one. Like, I can't even get past the first level without dying. So, it's fun just to pick up and play, like, 15 minutes at a time.
Okay.
But I also picked up Final Fantasy VII on the Vita, which is it's the PlayStation 1 version. But for some reason I I've never actually been able to keep playing it like on my PS1, maybe because it's so old now or whatever. But it seems to be laying in bed, or just even sitting on the couch, it's easy to pick up. And I noticed this Vita will go to sleep on its own, like after 5 minutes of not playing it.
Oh shit!
But you can pick it up later and start right where you left off, so you don't have to worry about going and saving it all the damn time. So that's really nice because.
So it has like a sleep feature where like it just like
it just goes to it goes to sleep, and the battery lasts for like a week too. So I don't even gotta like pick it up for a couple days and worry about it.
That's pretty badass, actually. I didn't know the Vita had that. I mean, I had a Vita. I just I guess.
Yeah, that's like my favorite feature because I can be in the middle of a game and just I got a kid, so he comes up and wants something, and I'll put it down or whatever.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool feature. I mean, even for consoles, like for the PS4, Xbox One, and I think the Switch even does it, where you can just fucking leave your shit off for like a week and then go back in. Like, oh, fuck, I was playing The Witcher. Oh, shit.
Yeah, right where you left off. It's great.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Other than that, on the Xbox One, I played some PUBG with my buddy, Nightcrawler. He's just really good at this game, so it's fun to play with him because, I mean, pretty much every night we go out, we get at least a chicken dinner. Mm-hmm. He'll just be mowing dudes down. I'm such a potato with the controller because I'm a PS4 player to start with, so I'm not good with the Xbox controller. And then we played a lot of PUBG. Me and Mayo played a lot of PUBG on the PC. So I'm like a total just, I can't hit nothing. I got one kill and I was so excited all night.
Yeah, see, I'm the opposite. I'm really good at the Xbox PUBG. Well, I was really good at it. And then I've tried to play the fucking PC one. I can't get a kill, dude. I fucking can't.
Yeah, kind of the same way.
The PC,
that buddy.
It's so fucking hard for me, dude. I can't do it.
I think that's way harder on the PC for some reason. I mean, I haven't really tried the Xbox
It's fucking
one,
hard as shit, dude.
Dude, it is hard
like
as fuck. It's like people shoot from across the damn map and stuff.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I hear like a gunshot, like a fucking Car 98, and like my body just drops. And I'm like, where the fuck did that guy shoot me from? And it shows me the kill that the dude got, and he got me from like a mile away, hiding behind a fucking tree, like.
Yeah, peeking.
No way I would have seen him, like I would have never seen him, and somehow he saw me, so he shot me from across the map, and I'm like, fuck, dude, like, how the fuck did he get that headshot? It's ridiculous. On the PC, it's fucking hardcore. On the Xbox, I was able to like always play the first person mode and just fucking wreck people, dude. Like I would get wins quite a bit and get like games with like 7, 8, 9 kills sometimes. It was really crazy, but I stopped playing it for a while, and then I ended up getting a PC, so I tried playing it on the PC. I'm just not as good. I can't do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of buttons to learn.
And the
like
Xbox and the controller for the PC, it fucking sucks, dude. Like, you can't... It's just not good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, I tried to let that same buddy borrow one of my kid's computer and try to play PUBG on there, and he just couldn't get with the keyboard and mouse. He ended up playing with the controller when he did play. Ended up being better for him.
Yeah.
I should try that because I mean, on the PC, I have this fucking Elite controller, so it's not nearly as bad as people say like it is. Like, oh, on the PC with the mouse and keyboard, you could do so much more with the extra buttons. It's like, dude, I got a fucking Elite controller. I got fucking paddles and shit on this fucking thing, so you can add like programmable shit to the back paddles and whatnot. But I don't know, man. It just
even going through the menu. I don't know. Like, see, what's weird is the PC menu is so much easier to use. But going through the Xbox, I gotta like go up and then right button over.
See, like if you keep playing it, you get used to that. So
and that's my problem. It's
just like you're just used to it, so like you don't find it to be like as slow as some people say it is. But the thing is, like, for me, it's the opposite. For me, I see people like streaming this shit all the time. Like they stream PUBG. And, like, when they're switching out their loadouts or they're switching out their fucking sights and shit, they do it, like, in 2 seconds. Like, less than a second. It's like, tab, then fucking click, and they're done. Like their gun is set up completely. They have like fucking
I don't know if you guys
7 attachments on their fucking guns, and I fucking can't do that on the PC with. I have to like tab, I click this, right click, left click.
On the PC mode, though, actually, if you say if you had 2 pieces of the same ammo on your screen there and you're picking them up, if you right click the first one and then left click the second one and drag it, it takes both of them. So that's how, like, when you watch some streamers really quickly dragging that stuff over. So right click on the first one and then literally left click the second one, drag it over, and it'll take both at the same time. And that works with any 2 items you pick up.
I barely even understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, I can't wrap my head around it on the PC. And I've tried, dude. It's not a lack of trying. I'm fucking trying to get my head around the PC with PUBG. It's just the level of play that these people have.
Oh, and the skill.
It's fucking insane. Yeah, like, and then they put you against these guys that are like fucking beast mode. You know, like I said, I'm getting sniped from like a mile away with the fucking Car 98 with no scope on it, and you know, like this motherfucker had no scope on the gun and he shot me from a mile away. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I don't get it. It pisses me off. It just causes rage. That's why I like personally I prefer Apex Legends. Because I feel like Apex Legends is way easier on the PC to play with a controller. It is so easy. Like, I can get on Apex Legends on the PC and actually get kills with the controller. I can't do that with the mouse and keyboard, man.
Well, I just like their menu system. Like we talked about it last time. It's just Apex is so much smoother with your gear.
Yeah.
I wish Battlegrounds would implement that into theirs.
I wish every game would implement that.
Because not have to sit there and pick up all your ammo. That's the most
Apex is stupid proof, is what it is. It doesn't let you pick a shield that's less than what you have. It doesn't let you pick a helmet that's less than what you have. It doesn't let you like pick shit that you don't need. Like, yo, dude, like we're not gonna let you pick this fucking armor up. You don't need that armor. What are you doing, you dumbass? Don't pick it up. Or like shield knockdown shields, all that shit. It's stupid proof. Like it tells you, like literally tells you, you have a piece of armor that's better than this. What are you doing? Like, walk away, you dumbass. What the fuck are you doing?
Sure, I like it. I like how PUBG lets you pick it up, and then you feel all dumb when you're later on. You're like, what the hell did I got this one vest on for?
I got 7 vests in my inventory, guys. I have no more room in my backpack. And Apex doesn't give a shit. Apex is like, whatever, dude. Get the blue backpack, get the gold backpack, and you're set for the rest of the game. Like, if you run across a blue backpack, it doesn't let you downgrade yourself and be like, no, I don't have enough slots to carry my shit. It's like, no, dude, like, you have the gold backpack. What are you doing trying to pick up the blue one or the silver one? Just stick with the gold. You know, like, that's why I like Apex.
Did anybody check out the PUBG PC update?
No.
Nobody?
No, I've not yet.
No.
Me neither. We should do that one of these days, Mayo.
We should. And that's the new update that's adding, like, a bunch of, like, little shit to the game, right? Like, you can grab on legends
They
and all
changed the
that
whole map, I guess. Like, retextured. What's the name? Erangel? Is that it? The first map?
Yeah. Erangel. So Erangel is getting some treatment there with some better looking textures, and it looks...
and climbing ledges, like you said.
Yeah, you're going to be able to grab ledges and pull yourself up more. So there's going to be a ledge system introduced into it.
What was going to say... For, like I said, even in Apex, like the fucking, you don't have to worry about ledges. You just fucking climb. Really cool. The usual climb. They like wall run up the wall to like grab onto the fucking, the top and just fucking get to the roof or something. It's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I played a little bit of golf. I don't know why. Just felt like golf season.
Is it that golf game on the Xbox?
Yeah, because the golf club came out. And then I noticed I had Rory Gill, whatever it is. I call it Rory Woods. Me and my buddy used to play Tiger Woods, so we still call it Rory Woods. I really don't like golf club. I think I played golf club too. It wasn't, I don't know. Rory Woods one's just way better the way you swing the club and the way you can control the ball in the air and everything.
Yeah, I gave that one a shot also, and I didn't do very well. I'm trying to swing in the clubs and stuff.
I'm deleting golf club for sure.
Game Pass game, people. It's a Game Pass game.
Yeah, that is a Game Pass game. I played Outer Wilds. I think you talked about that last week.
Yeah, I did.
Pretty much same story you had. I got the code, launch code, took off. I went to some weird little planet and got like I fell into a black hole.
Oh shit!
And it didn't kill me, but it put me in this little room with like an artifact, and then I had to like stand on a certain spot and like stare into the sky. And I don't know if it killed me or what, because I like restarted it at the original spawn.
Yeah.
So,
It's on a timer, dude. That shit's weird. It's on like a 20-minute loop. Like once 20 minutes hits,
okay,
it restarts you. No matter where you're at, you're just like you're going back. So you gotta do as much as you can.
It sounds like a Kojima game. Like nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah, I
can't.
Or what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I didn't really do anything. I did it like for a half hour and kind of. Yeah, like you were talking about the Kerbal space thing. First, I took my rocket and like didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Right?
Dude, I like skidded across the fucking planet all the way to the other side. Like took off, crashed back into the planet and blew up. So then
shit. Yeah, the flying is pretty fucking hardcore, but once you get the hang of it, you get going and you're like, okay, I got the hang of the flying.
Yeah. It's almost like the controls change.
Yeah.
Like once you take off, then the controls change, and you gotta like change view to the cockpit and then fly it.
Yeah, it's pretty legit. It's a fun little game. Like, it's an interesting game, and it's amazing that it came out on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Because it gets everyone talking about it, and we all have these like different little experiences with this fucking game. It's pretty awesome though. Like, if you're even interested in space at all, check this fucking game out. Because I fucking love space, dude. That's one thing that I love is space. Space is amazing to me. I fucking... Every time NASA releases pictures and shit of space, I love looking at that shit. And, like, this game puts you in that situation. You're in fucking space, dude, and your spaceship breaks down in the middle of, like, the atmosphere, or, like, you land too hard and you break cameras on your spaceship. Like, you have to jump out of your spaceship in the middle of space and, like, repair that shit, or land it somewhere and repair it. It's pretty awesome.
This reminds me of Subnautica. It's in a way like you're in a space and then you crash land into the oceans. You gotta find ways to repair your ship, I guess.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean,
kind of.
I don't even know how to explain it. Once I fell in the black hole, I don't know. Like, I don't even know what I would call this game. Just
I would say
it's roguelike adventure.
Yeah, it's an adventure game that you die over and over and restart.
Just kind of figure a little bit more out each time.
You keep progress in your little computer log. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh, okay. Now I picked up this weird artifact, but I don't think I took it back with me when I died. So I don't know.
Oh, sometimes you pick up these little they look like the stones from Fifth Element or some shit. You know, like the little triangle stones. You gotta grab those and put them in like the wall somewhere, and they'll like open up like this weird text on the wall, and you gotta read that text with your little translator machine, and it tells you like you're reading like text that like this story, like we shouldn't have done this. We did this wrong. We should have done this. We should have listened to this guy. He had the perfect idea. He knew that this would go wrong. So, like, you're trying to, like, piece all this fucking text together, you know, and then, like, maybe they'll mention something about the moon. So, like, next thing you know, you're going to the fucking moon the next time you die because they mentioned the moon. And then you find something on the moon, and you line that up with, like, the sun, and then something else happens where now you gotta go, like, this planet and land on the South Pole and find something in the South Pole of this planet because this shit told you to go there. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's Outer Wilds.
Outer Wilds.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty good. I played it. My son watched me, too, and it was nice because it was just a game where it didn't get him all, like, hyped up and wanting to karate chop me and shit.
Karate chop.
Other than that, I did play that Metro. Not my style. I loaded it up on the Xbox One just to rub it in Mayo's face that it ran better.
Yeah.
And it ran great, but not my style of game. So
is it true that it's like a slower pace, like what you said?
Yeah, it's real slow. Like that's kind of why it's not my style. Like I need some action going on.
It's a lot of fetch quests, in my opinion. Like they kind of get tedious after a while. Like I was kind of starting to feel it already. Like, all right, go here. Okay, I need this. Okay, go here. I need that. Go here. I need this. And it seemed like it's kind of becoming a grind in that aspect.
That's pretty much the whole game. Go here, find this, bring this back here, and give us this to repair this to keep going forward.
I ain't really got time for that anymore. So
They could make this game way shorter and just send the whole team out that's with you and all get a piece at the same time.
Yeah.
You could do one mission and be done with the game.
Yeah, but I mean, then it wouldn't be a game, Mayo. All right, it wouldn't be a fucking game then, Mayo.
Be an epic game.
Other than that, I picked up GTA 5 because it was $8. I linked it in the Discord. You get $1 million online dollars.
Wait, is this on PC?
With it. Yeah, bro.
Oh, I'm buying it right now.
Yeah.
$1 million.
Yeah, you get $1 million for online and the game. I bought it on PS3 and PS4, and then I kind of refused to buy it for a third time. But dang, $8 and you get a ton of money. I just had to buy it. So I bought that earlier today.
I wonder if GTA is coming out on the Switch.
Probably never. It's too dirty for these kids, I think.
No.
Maybe. I don't know. I also re-upped my Xbox Gold today for the year. And I'm thinking about doing the upgrade, but I don't know if I should just buy more years before I upgrade it or not.
What do you mean?
You can do the upgrade to your, what is it, Xbox
Ultimate?
upgrade? Yeah, the ultimate upgrade.
Okay, this is what I did. So I didn't even have Xbox Live Gold. I was sharing because I would console share with my brother, so his gold would just I could play online or whatever the fuck. So what I did was I actually went out and bought like a year of gold. So I bought 1 year of gold on Xbox Live on like CD keys or whatever for like $40 or some shit, and then I redeemed that code on my Xbox, got the 12 months of Xbox Live. Then I already had the 3 month. I had a 3 month going thing with Game Pass, and that was going to actually expire this month in June. Like this was my last month that I had it or whatever. But then when I upgraded the $1 to like get the month of fucking Xbox Game Pass Ultimate or whatever, it gave me like Game Pass Ultimate till like
for the whole year, yeah. Or you can get up to
some. It gave it to me till like September of fucking
really?
till like September of 2020. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Do you think it's gonna come back to some kind of error?
Probably not. But they said they'll give you up to 36 months of Ultimate.
If you have 36 months of your if your Xbox Live account is 36 months, like that's how much you can have on your account. At any given time is 36 months. So if you have the 36 months on your account ready to go, they'll convert that whole thing to
that's what I was wondering. Ultimate. Should I just buy 2 more years and then do the upgrade?
Yeah.
Or is nobody going to want an Xbox One here pretty soon, and it's not going to be? I guess it'd be for the PC, right?
Yeah. Well, at that point, that's the reason I got it was for the PC.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to buy the 2 more years and then upgrade it tomorrow.
Because even if you just buy it for the PC, you're still saving money. I mean, I still saved myself like $80 because it's $100. How much is $10 a month, right, for the PC Game Pass?
5 if it's standalone.
Is it? No, I thought it was 10.
You know what? You're right. It was. That was like a special thing they did right now.
Right?
Yeah, it was $9.99.
So it's $9.99 a month. So it's $120 a year that you're going to be paying if you just have the PC Game Pass. So if you do it this way, even if you're like me and you pay $45 for it or whatever the fuck at the end of the day, you're going to still be saving yourself quite a bit of fucking money. You're saving yourself like $80 almost.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I'm just going to do the 3-year deal since they're handing that out.
Yeah.
That pretty much wraps about it for what I played.
Awesome. All right. Nypron, what have you been playing, dude?
There are a few games I played. I want to start off with last week. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. Because I played on the PSVR. It's called Ghost Giant. And I think the Mayo was in there with me in the stream.
Yeah, I got to have a good time.
Yeah. That game is about you being a ghost giant and you helping out this little kid that's like going through from some family problems and whatnot, like some depression. It's pretty cool because whenever he's going through sadness or depression, like the whole world becomes dark and you start to feel that emotion. And once you start to like poke him or interact with him, the whole world starts to brighten up. And each level is like I don't know if you guys played Spy Fights, like puzzle games. It's like each level is like an escape room, so you got to figure out what to do to advance to the next level. And there's one time I was stuck in this level for like 30 minutes. I couldn't figure out what to do to move on to the next level. So, and I was streaming. I was streaming on Twitch at the time, and Mayo came in into my stream, and I asked Mayo, "Hey, can you help me out?" And moving on to the next level, and he Googled it for me and helped me out. Dude,
so you're fucking cheating over here, huh? How come you never Google shit for me, Mayo, when I'm on stream?
Hey, you never asked.
Google
I'm
fucking
like
how
the
can
Mayo.
Jesus get a win in Apex Legends? You fucking noob. You'd be like,
Well,
Jesus, you need to go left. Go do.
If I did it without Mayo, I would have been stuck in that one level, looking around in that same level for like 2 hours, man.
He was trying for a while
Well, at
too.
least
He was like, I cannot figure
Mayo
this thing
felt
out.
bad. He's like, dude, all right, I'm just gonna help you cheat this shit. You know, like I'm giving you the answers. I'm tired of watching you
I
go
think-
in circles.
And I think it was basically a little cart. He had to like take his hand in the game and like knock it over and make something spill out of it, and it made him like some black ink that he could dip his paintbrush in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just this big world that he was trying to mess with, and there's probably 1,000 possibilities of things that you can do and interact with, and he's trying to find that one. You know, he needed just that last one piece to solve his puzzle, and he was trying everything.
Yeah, there's one puzzle he was talking about, like where you have to paint like a portrait, and you have to find color inks, and these color inks are like all over the map. Like I couldn't find where to find black ink or yellow ink, you know, different colors and stuff. And I still haven't beaten that game yet, but I'm looking forward to beating it. But it just, I think I'm gonna be stuck in one level for 3 hours by myself on PSVR, and then I'll be sweating in that VR headset, you know.
Oh, Nypron, let's try and knock it out this week. I'm on vacation this week, so I can stay up a night or two, and
This sounds good.
I can be your live YouTube feed for you.
Yeah, I'll beat it and then I'll trade it in.
That makes me feel better about getting stuck in a bunch of games. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like the simplest thing ever that I just avoided
Yeah.
for some reason.
And this week I played Jesus, Don't Hate Me for This. I know you hate this game. I'm sure everyone does. I played some Destiny 2.
Can we move on?
No. Let me talk about this because
Oh god.
for one, Eric, he started
Who?
playing the game.
Who?
Come on, man.
Who is this, Eric?
Who
Yeah.
is this Eric?
Eric.
You talk about?
Your favorite, everyone's favorite podcast member. I started playing with him. He just started playing, and I helped him through Destiny 2 storyline. And I want to talk about like the end game stuff. Like it's so tough teaching Eric like the end game because there's just so much content. I just don't know where to start teaching him. He just feels overwhelmed, you know, and you know, I hope that Bungie addresses this. I'm sure they will in the newest updates and the newest expansion, Shadowkeep. But yeah, that was quite difficult. I'm gonna try taking him through the raid and stuff.
Well, I think coming into a game kind of late like that, I know I had the same problem. I came into Diablo 3 really late. And I had a guy who was like max level prestige, or I can't remember. It's not prestige, but he was level like 1200 or something like that, you know. And he's like going through and he's explaining all these things to me, and I was just absolutely lost. You know, I'm just barely getting the grasp of things. But I think it's just time, you know, getting your feet wet into the game, and you just kind of feel it for a while. It takes a minute, but then it becomes easy. You know, next thing I'm playing Diablo 3, and I'm like prestige, like, well, it's not prestige, but I'm like level like 900, and
Oh wow,
you know, doing the same thing he was.
Yeah, I try to bring more people back into Destiny 2. I'm always willing to teach people, but it just when end game hits, it's like it's up to you. It's if you like it or not. It's if you want to stay or leave, it's up to you. It's I love the game. Not a lot of people do, you know. Um, I also bought a Switch this week, Nintendo Switch.
Ooh,
I bought it on. What's that?
I'll get excited for you.
No, I have mixed feelings for it because I have no games for it yet. So if you guys can recommend me like some few games that I can play right now. Right now I just have Warframe and Diablo 3. I've been playing some Diablo 3 for a little bit, but it's just taking up a lot of space. I don't have like memory space for it right now. So I know
Breath of the Wild. You got that or what?
Yeah, beat that game. That game is like really good.
It's kind of pricey, I think, on the Switch, but I recommend Dead Cells. I know I talked about last week, but that's a fun roguelike game. And
that's
you
like a
can
$30 game on the Switch, dude.
Is it? Yeah, well, it's
on
20
sale now for $20.
I would definitely
that's
take
on
20.
sale. Jesus, on the Xbox you can buy that thing for $15, not on sale. What are you doing, Nypron? Don't support Nintendo's bullshit ass pricing.
Dude, I'm giving all my money to you.
The fucking Nintendo tax.
But he's going to have a physical.
The $20.
Must have a physical, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, that's a good option. Dead Cells, I have some mixed feelings. I just want to try it. I wish there was like a trial version of it. I just want to see how it is.
It's a good game. It's a good game, but it's a very frustrating game. You're going to die a lot. Like, if you're willing to die a lot, I mean, like, you're going to die all the time. That's pretty much all you're going to do for the first fucking 20 hours you play that game. It's just die.
Okay. Well, what's other...
Die.
What's other than dying? Is there any more to it?
Trying not to die.
Yeah. You're finding, but every time you die, you're finding pieces of gear and new weapons that are permanent weapons that you can get. So, like,
if you
may find a new bow and be like, okay, I can play this whole game now with this bow and see what the game it feels and plays a little different.
I'll give it a try. There's other games I want to try in it too, like Stardew Valley, Ark. What else? Oh, Witcher 3 is coming out on that one too, on the Switch. So I might try that one. Other than that, that's it. Jesus.
Well, cool. I mean, as far as Nintendo games for the Switch that we recommend, obviously, like Caddy said here, Breath of the Wild, Zelda. It's a good game. You can check it out. You got to be into these types of games, though, man. Because if you're not into like Zelda or Mario or just Nintendo games in general, you're not gonna like it. The one thing Nintendo does have going for it is a lot of free, not a lot, like a lot of indie games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got the Switch on offer up for $240. It's not that bad.
What about Smash Bros? You played that?
Smash Bros? No, I haven't played that. The Brawlhalla is on that too. I played that one.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So just check out the indie store. I would suggest that. If not, sign up for that Nintendo Online Pass bullshit that gives you like those free old games.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of those to play, I guess. Don't they give you like a free game every month or some shit on that? Or is it just that library of old Nintendo games that they give you?
Say again? What's the question?
Do they only give you that old-ass library of Nintendo games, or do they give you a new game every month?
No, they give you like new releases coming out, popular releases. The most popular one, I think, is like the Pokemon, the Mario, stuff like that.
But you get that for free with the Nintendo Online?
I haven't signed up for Nintendo Online.
Yeah, like I know with Nintendo Online, you get the library of old Nintendo games. You get like Super Nintendo games and Nintendo original games. You get those games.
Oh, sure. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you get a library of those games. You get like 20 of them.
Oh, damn. Yeah. But yeah.
Anyways, people. Anyways, Get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit ass Nintendo Switch. Fuck that
Goddamn
console.
Nintendo. I'm selling this shit.
Hobo ass system. Get that shit out of here.
Maybe I won't buy one.
Anyways, people. Let's go into some news. It's news time. Let's get into the news. This week we got lots of news. Of course, E3 just went by. Yeah, it's just happened. It happened. The E3 thing happened, guys and girls. It's happened. It's gone.
E3, what's this thing?
First major thing we want to talk about real quick is the Xbox conference. That thing was pretty fucking lit. What I mean is that shit was fucking awesome. I actually had fun watching it. Some of the stuff I was disappointed with, but for overall, the conference was pretty cool. Lots of fire everywhere, all the fire for the Gears of War reveal. I like that. Well, I told you guys there was going to be fire. I fucking called it. That was my prediction. Fucking fire. I called lots of fire there. And they had all the fire. An underground fucking walkway with fire and shit going off. Anyways, of course, we all saw that they unveiled their new Xbox Game Pass for PC Pass games. What's the official name of that shit? Is it called
Ultimate.
Xbox Game Pass PC?
I think it's Ultimate.
No.
No,
Ultimate
that's
is
just a
different.
service.
Ultimate is that everything bundled
Everything.
together.
Okay.
Yeah. Xbox
it's-
Game Pass PC is just that, right?
I believe. Let me check. It's
I don't know.
That's such a shitty ass
my thing
name.
just says Xbox Game Pass PC games.
That's
is what-
Xbox
Such
Game
a fake
Pass
name.
PC games, guys. Woo! Anyways,
So
people.
creative.
Don't leave it up to Xbox to come up with the fucking shittiest names for their services. Anyways, Microsoft unveiled their new Xbox Game Pass for PC. It went on beta that same day, so of course everyone went and signed up for it. I had to do the same thing you did, Mayo, where I had to push my PC to get the new update to work. And then I did it all right. And then the next day I went to lunch and it's like, all right, you don't have the newest update for your Windows. It's like, fucking shit, fuck. So I had to redo it again.
Yeah,
Anyways.
that Windows update was kind of difficult.
It was
Like I had to
shitty.
force mine. Even mine
Yeah.
would not. It was saying I was up to date when you was trying to do Windows update.
Yeah.
So I actually had to go. What I did is you went to a Windows website and manually downloaded the newest May
Yeah,
update.
that's what I did. Yeah, I went to like Windows.com or some shit and like, I download the newest update for Windows and I had to fucking do it that way. Anyways, 100 plus games on the Xbox Game Pass PC games list.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 100 games here, guys. 100 games. Anything from Abzu to Prey to State of Decay 2, Sea of Thieves, Gears of War, Gears 5. All these games are on the list. Obviously, Gears 5 you won't be able to play until September 6th. If you're part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, if you're part of that subscription, that's a $50 a month subscription, but right now you can upgrade for $1 a month. We suggest you do that, but stack up some years before you do it, or even 1 year before you do it. You get lots of savings there. Anyways, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate actually gives you access to the ultimate version of Gears 5, which is fucking insane. And I'm assuming that's moving forward with all the Xbox titles that they have coming out. So I'm saying Forza Horizon, or not Forza, like Forza Motorsport 8 or whatever, coming out next year, will probably have an Ultimate Edition. And it'll probably have like one of those play early for 3 days if you buy the Ultimate Edition. And you're going to have access to that if you're part of this Game Pass Ultimate. As well as like whatever games come out next year. I'm assuming Halo Infinite is coming out next year, right? With the launch of the new console. They're probably going to have a play early date for that game too. And it's probably going to be part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Hey, Ultimate gives you access to all kinds of shit. It's going to give you access to your Xbox Game Pass on your console, your PC Game Pass on your PC, and Xbox Live for your Xbox account. So you don't have to worry about paying for Xbox Live Gold anymore. That's a fucking killer deal for $15 a month. That is a fucking insane deal.
If you remember, Jesus, I called it like a couple weeks ago. I said they were going to combine them all for $20, and I was wrong.
They were even cheaper than you. They were like, fuck the Mayo. We're going cheaper than him.
They were probably listening to us, and they were
Probably
like,
were.
"Guys, we got to really knock this out of the park."
My boy-
HGP says $20. We're gonna do 15.
My boy Phil Spencer was listening, and he's like, "Oh, fuck these guys. We're going $15. Woo!"
Now, what does this mean for Steam and Epic? Do you think that they will come back with a Game Pass kind of thing?
So I've actually launched the Game Pass PC app, and it looks like a launcher to me.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
actually,
It looks
Okay,
like
Jesus.
a PC game launcher. That's
if
what
you
it looks
look
like to
at
me.
BattleNet, it's identical to BattleNet's launcher.
Is that what it is? So
it's
I knew they had to
identical.
copy it from somewhere because I'm like looking at this thing and I'm looking at all these fucking games and the way it's set up, the way it has your little icon for your profile on the top right, and it has your messages up there and your friends list to the left. I'm like, this looks like a fucking game launcher. These motherfuckers are they built a game launcher that they have in beta, and they're getting everyone to sign up. And this is the future of PC gaming. I think that we're gonna have something where everything is just gonna work. And there's another launcher, but hey man, if Microsoft can get all these other companies like Steam and Origin and Epic and Uplay and BattleNet and all these other fucking companies and good old games and all this shit to work together and unify to one launcher, they could do it, man. And you just need one launcher and just it all works through there. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but we'll see what
GOG
happens.
is actually making a launcher that has them all together. You
Yeah.
can actually add your launchers into it.
Yeah.
I saw that too. Yeah.
The launcher.
I was gonna launch the launcher. I was gonna download that today.
Launcher.
But yeah, so that's kind of crazy. First thing that I thought to myself was, this looks like a fucking PC game launcher. It looks like something where we're going to be coming here to play our games. But what I thought was even crazier was that they had 100 games available to play. You can download 100 games on your PC right now and just fucking play them because you have them, because you have access to them. And,
Okay, I got a question.
Lots of games, man.
Are the games that are multiplayer, are you only playing with PC people?
Depends if they have crossplay or not.
So I'm assuming probably games from here on out are going to have crossplay. I'm hoping.
So some of these games you can play with Xbox people. So for example, State of Decay 2, you can play with. I can invite my Xbox friends to play.
Okay, that's cool.
Sea of Thieves, I can invite my Xbox friends to play. That's the reason I got rid of my Xbox, because Xbox is moving forward with everything as crossplay. Halo Infinite next year, it's gonna be crossplay. There's no doubt in my fucking mind that game is gonna come out for the Xbox Scarlet, Xbox One X, and PC, and you're gonna be able to play with anyone on any of those platforms.
Yeah, that was kind of my biggest gripe about the PC was everybody has an Xbox basically. So, you go out in the wild and you meet somebody and you're
What do you
like,
have,
oh,
bro?"
cool, we video game.
Xbox. Yeah.
But yeah,
I
I
know
was
what
like,
you mean.
oh, well, I can't play with you.
So
Okay,
yeah,
bye.
this also lets you play Forza Horizon 4 with your friends on the Xbox. Like I said, most of these games have crossplay in mind. Minecraft has crossplay, and I think that's part of this pass, isn't it? Oh, it's not on the list here. But there's 100 games here that are pretty decent games. I mean, I was kind of impressed by some of the games that I would have never ever thought they would have got to be on here, but they did. They got a bunch of PC-only games, too, that are on this list that are strategy games, RTSs, and shit like that are part of this list, which is insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
It's fucking worth it. $10 a month, man. I'll definitely be subscribing to this for a long time, probably the rest of my life here. But some of the biggest games coming to this PC pass, of course, is going to be Halo Infinite coming to it. Halo the Master Chief Collection will be coming into it later this year. You can get into the beta for that, for testing it. I think you have to sign up for it, but you can test Halo Reach at the moment, I think. And they're going to be adding the other Halo games to it. So the full collection is coming to the PC. That's also going to be available to buy through Steam. So if you don't want to have a Xbox app on your PC, you don't want to have another launcher because you're just a fucking weirdo and you just love Steam for some reason.
Mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I think they're learning from all the hate that Epic is getting. You know, and they're seeing that
and
hate.
they're putting
so
that
they
shit
wanna,
on Steam. They're like, whatever, put this shit on Steam. You know, like
we know the Mayo likes Steam, so
Yeah.
put it on Steam.
Yeah, I
so.
gotta buy anything.
So Halo's coming to Steam. Halo Infinite's coming to Steam.
Steve,
Sea of
excuse me,
Thieves.
Jesus.
Sea of Thieves already came to Steam. I think they say that they already put it on there. State of Decay 2 is coming to Steam. All the first-party Xbox titles that are PC, Xbox, they're also coming to Steam. They're not just Windows. But you don't buy them on Windows anymore. You can buy them on Steam. Microsoft knows that. Oh, yeah, fuck it. We give up on the Windows Store. Fuck that store. Just buy everything on Steam. Also, Microsoft Flight Simulator coming in 2020. That's the newest Microsoft Flight Simulator we saw at E3, which looked fucking crazy.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Oh, man. That's like the most hyped game for me besides Cyberpunk. Minecraft Dungeons also is coming to this. Ori the Will of the Wisps is coming to this. Wasteland 3 is coming to this PC Game Pass. Gears 5, of course. Gears Tactics as well. Bleeding Edge, the new Ninja Theory game, is coming to this. Battletoads, Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, and Age of Empires Definitive Edition. So, lots of games coming to this later this year and early next year. And we'll see what else they'll add to it, man. We all know that the original Xbox Game Pass is touted to have over 100 titles, and they still have that, like, all over their marketing, their advertisement, their banners. It says 100 games or more. But if you go to the list of the Xbox Game Pass, they have more than 200 games on there. They just don't advertise it as such. You know what I mean?
100's enough.
Yeah, so they have 200 and like something games on the Xbox Game Pass, but on the PC they have 105, I think. So that's a pretty decent launch, I think, for a beta. Have 105 games ready to play. I thought they were gonna have like 10 available.
Yeah, no kidding.
I thought they were just gonna have like Sea of Thieves, State of Decay, maybe like Minecraft or some shit. But no, they have like 100 games ready to play right now. You can just fucking play whatever. We don't care. Like, it's there. And they've made pretty big deals with like Paradox Interactive. Those are the people that make Surviving Mars, City Skylines, Imperator Rome or some shit like that. They made all these fucking games that are like strategy games, pretty hardcore PC games. You buy these games on Steam. They're $40 a piece on Steam. Or you could just sign up for this Game Pass and get access to all of like right away. Like, it's fucking crazy. Crazy talk.
Especially with this upgrade.
So the Halo Infinite, that game been in beta for quite a while now, hasn't it?
Halo Infinite?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. It's probably like they're probably testing it internally with their own like people working at Microsoft, but I haven't heard of anyone. I imagine
it's like a small group of developers making that game, like remaking it.
Well, yeah, Halo Infinite is that's gonna be a crazy game, dude. They probably have like the whole 343 team working on that game, and support studios around the world working on that game. That game's gonna be ambitious, I think.
Yeah.
As far as the Halo M2C coming to the PC, that's gonna be huge, I think, man, because Halo it's big. It's a big Xbox property. It's a big game in general. Like Halo, it's a big name, but to bring every single game at the same fucking time to the PC. That's fucking huge. Like, that's big, especially right before the year with your next biggest Halo coming out. That's really smart of Microsoft. They're like, hey, let's build up some hype here, guys. Let's put this shit out on the Game Pass. Let everyone download our Game Pass to play this shit. And then we'll hype them up for the next game. You know? That's fucking genius. Yeah, they're fucking geniuses. Whoever's over working on the Microsoft marketing team.
Do you think they're going to try to work on like a... almost like an esport, like trying to get it into the esports, getting it on it, because it seems like your esports are more PC oriented type. I know there are other games on the consoles too, but it seems like all your esport players are playing them on the PC first, and then it kind of grows. So I wonder if they're gonna try and get some kind of Halo where it's like an esport. They
totally could, and I think they could easily pull it off. And I think you're gonna see a lot of consoles players moving over to the PC because of this. There's hardcore dedicated fans that are just Halo fans that all they play is Halo 5. That's all they fucking play. And you see them because you get on Xbox Live, you go play Halo 5 and get into a fucking ranked match with golds. Like full gold players. You're gonna fucking see some dudes in there like level level 2000, you know, like shit like that. You're like, what the fuck, dude? Like, do you play anything else? It's like, no, all I play is Halo, dude. Like, this is all I played for the last 5 years. Halo is life. You know, like, that's all they fucking play, dude. So,
It sounds like me.
Crazy.
Destiny 2 for life.
Yeah, like, there's people that just play one game and that's all they fucking play because they really like the game or that's all they can afford. But for the most part, it's because they really like that fucking game and they dedicate their whole time to that one game. So I think we're going to get a lot of players coming over to the PC from the Xbox. Anyways, what else did we see at the Microsoft conference? We saw the specs for the new consoles, guys. the one, not the PS5, the Xbox Scarlet, the Xbox Scarlet specs. What'd you guys think of it?
When's it coming out? Did they say?
Holiday next year.
Next year.
I didn't look at the specs.
I don't know. To me, I think they just threw a couple hype words out there with the whole 8K was one of them. Because a lot of people picked that up right away. They're going, it's going to be 8K and da-da-da-da-da. And what we're not realizing is probably going to be support for 8K. So basically, you can hook it to an 8K TV when they come out, but your games aren't going to be running like true 8K, you know? So I think a lot of people were kind of picking up on that word really quick. And then that little drop of 120 FPS they throw in there too is nice to see them working on that and trying to bridge that gap between PC and console. And I think that's just going to be something they're trying to work on, mixing the two together, maybe moving their step over. So I think maybe they're like, you know what, we can do this, and we may have to set it back to like 1440p or even 1080p. But if you want 120 FPS, you have access to it now, which is kind of a nice option to have, actually.
I mean, it's nice, but who has, a monitor that costs more than their Xbox to play?
Well, yeah, but they're coming down now too. Because I just had a buddy that bought a 144 hertz for like $240, and it was, I think it was a TN panel, but it was 1440, and it was like $249, I believe. What do you pay for yours, Jesus? I don't remember. Was it like 3 or 4?
380 something.
But that's a 32. Yeah, that's a good size monitor.
Yeah, like 380 something. And that's with like insurance and shit on it. So yeah. Anyways, let's look at the specs here for the Xbox Project Scarlet. They came out and said that this is going to be based off of the AMD Zen 2 CPU and the Navi GPU architecture. They said that the new Navi chipset that they're going to be using in this will outperform the RTX 2070 graphics card by a whole 10%, guys.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
They're talking about ray tracing, but which is weird, right? They're talking about ray tracing on this, but when we were watching, because I kind of like dipped into the PC or AMD's like fucking bullshit. You know how they had like their own event or whatever, their conference. I dipped into that for a bit. And during the whole time they were talking about their new Navi architecture fucking GPUs, they didn't mention ray tracing. Not once. Not once did they like say this new architecture for these new cards can do ray tracing. Not once. So how the fuck does the Xbox do ray tracing using AMD shit, but not even AMD mentioned it on their new cards? So I don't know if they can really do ray tracing or if it's some bullshit bullshit.
I did hear about some weird bullshit about it being like real-time ray tracing or something. That's probably just a ploy to, distract you.
It's not really real ray tracing. There's like some hobo ray tracing.
Mm-hmm. Isn't the PS5 gonna have ray tracing?
Yes. Also,
I heard about that.
They're gonna be. This console's gonna have DDR6 memory, guys. With an
Very
SSD drive. They said they created a new generation of SSDs. They're using SSD as virtual RAM. That's what the guy in the video said. What the fuck does that mean?
The DDR is actually your DDR6 is actually what your GPU will be using. So you have memory in your GPU, and then you have your system memory.
Yeah. And we all know
that's what our new architecture is.
The PS4 has DDR5, right, compared to the Xbox's DDR3.
I believe so.
Even the Xbox One X only has DDR3, right?
It might be 5.
They only
on the graphics side of it, it might be 5. I'm not sure.
I don't know. There's a Xbox One graphics card. Xbox uses. Okay, so whatever. Anyways, more specs here, guys. Let's talk more numbers. So pretty much, this new graphics card, it's going to be more powerful than an RTX 2070 by 10%. Currently, the Xbox One X, which is the world's most powerful console ever made, it's only comparable right now to a GTX 1060. That's what people are saying. Like that's the equivalent right now on a PC to the Xbox One X. Is like what you would build to like match that. But yeah, so this is going to be quite more powerful than the Xbox One X, guys. Quite a bit more powerful. Double the power.
but it's really only as powerful as a 2070, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be right around that range.
Not that bonkers.
10% more powerful, guys.
Fuck?
But in a year, like the 2070 is gonna be in bargain bins, and we're gonna pick one up and
$3, $3. Anyways, they did confirm that the Xbox Project Scarlett will have a disk drive. There will be a disk drive. Yep. So they're going to say that this next console is going to support physical media with 4 generations worth of backwards compatibility, they said. They're going to go backwards compatible to the original Xbox. All the way, they said. All the way. Full backwards compatibility. All the way to the original Xbox. So any 360 game you own, any Xbox One game, any Xbox game, you fucking just play any Xbox game on this new console.
So Xbox, and then Xbox 360, and then Xbox One. All those games?
All of them. They're all there. All there for you. All of them for you.
Mind blown.
Nypron, they're all yours. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys are hyped. I mean, about this. I don't know. I thought that they looked okay. The specs look pretty decent for what we're seeing. This is like pretty much all the tech that we're seeing releasing this year for the PCs, right? Like,
yeah, well, what about last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, or last
20
year.
series came out last year, last summer.
But this is all the AMD shit that they're using, and all that shit's coming out this year.
Yeah, but AMD is about a year behind NVIDIA every year.
But what I'm saying is, like, I use AMD, so if I was to build this, like, shit this year with my computer, if I was to upgrade all my shit to AMD to, like, the newest shit, it pretty much would be this.
Yeah.
So if I wait till next year to upgrade it, which is what I'm going to do, I'll probably be outpowering the system. Anyways, for the people out there that are Xbox people, I know there's a lot of you out there, right? And you guys are super hyped for the console. Don't get me wrong. Be super hyped. I want to tell you something right now. These specs that they released for this console are the same exact specs Sony released for theirs.
Yeah.
They're pretty much the same exact system.
I got mixed feelings about that one.
So I think at the end of the day, the console that you should go with is the console that's going to give you the best exclusives for you to enjoy. Now, I'm not saying go with the PS5 because the PS5 has better exclusives. What I'm saying is the exclusives that you will enjoy is the console that you should go and buy. Because some of you may really, really, really just like Halo, and you just love shooters, and you love Halo, and you love Sea of Thieves, and you love State of Decay, and you love shit like that. You should probably stick with the Xbox, because those games are probably not coming to the PS5. I don't know. Maybe Microsoft will put it on the PS5. Who knows? That's up to Microsoft. Knowing them, they probably would. But the PS5 games, if you enjoy those, if you enjoy single-player story-driven campaigns like Death Stranding, The Last of Us, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, if you enjoy those, then you should go with the PS5. Because I don't think the PS5 is going to be coming to,
what do you think has the most exclusives?
I think the PS5 has the better exclusives, but the PlayStation has the better exclusives, in my opinion.
Do you think this time around they'll be better though? I mean, cause it looks like Microsoft's really making that push, buying all these studios, and do you think we're going to see them? You know, they showed off 60 games on E3 this year, and they just bought Double Fine, which is Psychonauts 2, and they're buying these studios. Do you think they're trying to, or do you think them exclusives wouldn't still be strong enough to beat their first party stuff?
It could definitely beat Sony's first party. The problem that I see with the Microsoft exclusives and they're buying these companies, right? There's one thing that I have a problem with all that, guys. And that is Game Pass itself. Game Pass may be the anchor that holds down Microsoft from ever achieving the exclusives that Sony achieves. Because Microsoft has to make a game that is going to be released on Game Pass, so they know this for a fact. A lot of people are not going to be paying the full $60 for this game. So you got to rely on people paying you the $10 a month to fund this game. So you got to do the math on how much money you're going to give your studio to make a game. And Sony, they can do that math because they're saying like, hey, fuck it, we're going to release this game for $60. We're going to get so many people to buy it at $60. We think we'll sell this many copies or whatever. So they know the math. But like the way Microsoft is doing it at this point, they got to see those subscriptions stay consistent. You know what I mean? You got to see those subscriptions stay there month over month. Because I know some people that sign up for shit and then they cancel it the next month. Because they're like, oh, I want to sign up for Game Pass because Sea of Thieves came out. Then they play Sea of Thieves for a month and they're like, okay, I beat Sea of Thieves. I'm already Pirate Legend. I played it for like 3 weeks nonstop. I didn't sleep for 3 days. I'm done playing this. Next month I'm canceling Game Pass. So you got to think about that. I think that Microsoft is going to be looking at the numbers that they get of subscribers and how much money they're making, which they're making tons on Game Pass. But they're going to be looking at that, and they have to make these decisions based on that, Mayo. And I always think that at the end of the day, if Sony just sticks to what they're doing, their games are always going to be a better quality. I just think that's the way it is. You know what I mean? Just based off of that, they're going to be putting these games on Game Pass.
Yeah, but we were talking to last week is how much money they're making off of Game Pass. So if they can take a developer and be like, oh, here's... Yeah, I mean, you're talking...
64 million active users on Game Pass.
Multiply that by 10. Multiply that by $10. Give me the numbers here, Cadillac. Caddy's doing math here, boys.
That's 6.4 billion.
6.4 million?
No. 6.4 billion?
That's probably a little high.
640 million a month.
A month? Holy shit.
So if you were making that much money, you think you could throw
no, you're right.
200 million to a developer and be like, you make the best possible game possible.
You make the best Fable you can ever think of. We're giving you $500 million. Here you fucking go.
Then too, you're going to get more subscribers because that game's going to be on Game Pass. So then more people are going to go to this
imagine
Game
if
Pass.
They made Halo. What if Halo Infinite was a $500 million production? They could make they could go like, we're going to put posters in every 7-Eleven, every bus stop, like in New York, Times Square, every fucking thing is going to be showing Halo Master Chief standing there with a gun. Everywhere you turn, you're going to see Master Chief with a gun. Like, and Halo everywhere. If you could put that everywhere, dude, with the crazy marketing and crazy TV commercials and badass fucking commercials in movie theaters and all that shit, I guess you're right. They can make some pretty crazy moves there, but...
Because us individually, $10 a month, we're like, oh yeah, $10 a month, no big deal. But when you think
that was
of
a live number.
millions of players or whatever it is, it was like 30 million even with Xbox Game Pass. How much money that's coming in again, just at $10 a month. I mean, there's probably not getting that because we are buying months at a time or multiple months at a time.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna like dip into that number a lot. But I still bet they're probably making buku bucks off of this.
They totally are, and you're right. Maybe we will see some good things coming out of Microsoft. Like I said, what excites me about Microsoft is they're willing to play nice with everyone. They don't give a shit at this point. They've noticed, they knew this years ago. They knew this when the Xbox One launched. They knew the future of gaming was gaming as a service. They knew fucking that. They knew it from the beginning, dude. Just no one wanted to adopt it back in 2012 when they launched the Xbox One. When they were out there on stage talking about DRM and sharing your games with your 10 friends, and you pick your 10 friends and you can trade in your digital games because of the certain licensing they were going to do. This is what the fuck they were thinking of, dude. The future. But now we're here. Now we're ready for it. It seems like now the world has kind of changed. I think Netflix has kind of changed that. Maybe Hulu.
Amazon.
Amazon. You know, it's all kind of changed the way we think about digital services. I think that's really helped out a lot. I think Microsoft knows that now, and they're like, fuck it. And they've been working on this, and they're ready to really kick ass next year, and they're going to kick ass, both on the PC side, the Xbox side, like on the console side, and the streaming side. I think they're going to kick ass on all fronts. People are going to be like, holy shit. What happened to PlayStation? PlayStation is just a box you buy and you put under your TV. Xbox is a gaming fucking platform that you can play on your phone, on your computer, on your fucking console, on your TV. Wherever you go, you can play this Xbox fucking thing.
Yeah, I think it's more a service now.
Yeah.
Do we have a price on that, Scarlett?
No pricing yet. Some people are estimating anywhere from $400 to $700. So now some analysts, I'm reading some articles here that some analysts say that the new consoles, both the PS5 and the Xbox Scarlett, are going to be $400 at launch, which is fucking nuts. I don't believe that.
Yeah, that sounds kind of low to me. Being the hardware, because I mean, you look at our end right now. Even if it's a year from now, we're paying $400 for a graphics card right now. So if you're talking similar technology, and I mean, they always say they eat a loss when they build an Xbox and a PlayStation for the first couple of years. Then as technology gets cheaper, they start making the money on the back end, and is how they make their money on their units. And then they also make it from Xbox Live and their software. But yeah, I got a feeling it's going to be at least like 500.
Yeah, I'd almost say more. I mean, how much was the 360 when it launched? Wasn't it like crazy priced?
No, it actually was pretty cheap. Wasn't it like 400, 500?
Yeah, I think the one was the expensive
Xbox
one, right?
360.
It was. I don't remember which.
Because there was the arcade
One of
version,
them.
right? The arcade version was the cheapest one. That's the one that came out with no
hard drive. Or anything.
hard drive. That was the cheapest one, right?
I almost think the one with the Connect was like
Okay, so
600
here, I
something bucks.
got prices
400.
here. So November 22nd, 2005, the 360 core system came out for $299, and then the 360 like system with the hard drive, the 20 gig hard drive, came out for $400.
Yeah, that ain't too bad, I guess.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Well, meanwhile, the PS3 came out at like $800.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking of. I knew one of them came out was like stupid expensive.
PlayStation. Well, the PlayStation. I remember the boss of Sony at the time of the Sony PlayStation, the CEO or something, gave an interview with somebody. Asked him like, "What are you gonna tell people that like want to buy this but can't afford it?" He's like, "Well, get a second job." like we think our PlayStation is so good that people are gonna be willing to take a second job to pay for this shit. It's like, holy fuck, dude. You're fucking nuts, man.
No, I just as a Sony user, like I wonder why Sony decided to opt out of this E3 this year. And I know they announced the PS5, like the specs and stuff, but we still don't know exactly what's inside the PS5 or what it looks like.
We kind of do know exactly what's inside the PS5 because the same day Microsoft did their conference, Sony released an article with Gizmodo. I think it was Gizmodo that released the exclusive article that was like talking about the PS5 and all the specs. And the reason I say it's exactly the same as the Xbox One is because they pretty much are the exact same hardware in both of them. They're both running AMD architecture. They're both running the Zen 2 CPUs. They're both running the same type of Navi fucking GPU. It's all that same shit.
And this new fast hard drive they've been toting.
Yeah, both of them were talking about this new SSD hard drive that they fucking... And it's like AMD went to both of them and was like, hey guys, you guys are going to build new boxes? We're giving you this shit? And hey, you want to build a new box too? Here, we're giving you the same shit. Yeah.
AMD is killing it because I know Stadia's servers are running on AMD as well.
Yes.
They're making tons of money.
AMD is killing it.
Yeah. AMD, they have some pretty legit new CPUs coming out here next month too. Those new ones, dude, with the fucking 16 cores or some shit. 12 cores, 16
Something
cores.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, they have a new
Teraflops.
16-core CPU coming out.
It's not even that much money either. Isn't like one of them? Isn't it down to like $300 or something, $400 or some shit like that?
I'm not sure on the pricing.
There's a
Honestly.
cheap one. There's like a cheap one, and they have like the really high end ones that are like 600-700.
I seen one for $499 that I had interest in, but I think that was a 12 core.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as pricing, I don't know, man. What is your guys' guess on this pricing for this console?
I'm thinking $600.
Yeah, around like 500, 700.
The
I'm
only
thinking
I would imagine.
the only way I think it's launching at $600, dude, is if both Sony and Microsoft sit down and they get
I think
together.
they will.
And
Yeah.
they're like, and Phil Spencer sits down with the Sony CEO, and they're like, all right, dude, like, look, man, like, Phil, I get you want to be like this friendly fucking Xbox loves everyone type shit, but let's make our console $600, dude. Come on, like, we both are gonna lose a lot of money on this shit. Let's just agree to this one thing, and we both make our console $600.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought with the announcement of Project Cloud with Sony and Microsoft signing together, I thought that PlayStation would show up in E3 with Microsoft.
That would be
That's what I
badass.
thought. It's like, that would be really cool as a
Guys,
gamer.
we're here to unveil the PS5 and the Xbox Scarlet. Wait, it's one box now. It's one
Right?
box.
That would be...
Woo! It's one
Yeah.
box, and we send you 2 stickers in the box, and you can put the PlayStation sticker or the Xbox sticker on it. Woo!
Whichever fan you want to be. Another reason why I think this thing will be expensive is because that Elite controller price.
180? I think it's
180, bro.
expensive, dude.
That's crazy.
That's fucking
Yeah, but-
nuts.
I bought this PS4 scuff controller for
Yeah, that
$200.
probably- Yeah.
$200, man.
Fucking
And
crazy, too.
I mean, that Xbox Elite controller, man, is like you're getting your value
It's
for the
cool.
amount.
Look, I love this
Dang.
thing. I love this thing, dude. But
What's that?
$150 for this fucking thing is crazy to me.
What is that?
This is the Elite controller right here. See it?
Oh, you bought it?
The first one.
Yeah, this is the first one.
Oh,
I've
first.
had it. I got this for cheap. I got it for $50 because Target fucked up on the pricing.
I remember that.
But like the first, because I actually bought like one of them before I got this one. I had another one, and I bought that one for $150, and like they're worth the price. But like these fucking grips, dude. This one is newer, so it's not happening to it yet. But after like say about a year of using it, and you know, if your hands get really hot or if you're gripping it really tight playing like battle royale games or whatever you're playing, these grips, the glue starts coming off of them and they start coming off. The new ones seem better because the grip goes all the way around to the front, so maybe they're a little bit better designed for better grip. I do like the Elite controller. It feels better than the Xbox original controller with like the plastic feeling. This feels heavy. It feels like metal. It feels like there's a weight to it. But I just don't know, man. $180 is fucking
Yeah.
crazy talk.
So I mean, can you like remove the buttons and add custom ones to remove the faceplates?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Check it out. You can remove these, which you
Yeah.
can do on the new one too. You can remove this one and replace it with a different one, a shorter one, a taller one. You can remove the D-pad,
Yeah.
the back paddles, all that good shit.
So I wonder what's better than the Elite controllers, the new ones. Then, what do you think, Jesus?
The new one has adjustable trigger stops, so like the triggers you can actually tighten
yeah.
them to like make them shoot way shorter. Which this one, you can adjust the triggers to do like a half stop or go all the way down.
Yeah.
So they do have like an adjustment on these ones, but the new one seems to be a little bit more fine tuned. There's like 3 different settings on that one, as well as the 3 different custom profiles on there that you can save. This one you can only save 2. On the new one, you can also like fine tune something else. There was something else that they did.
There's adjustable tension on the sticks.
Yeah, there you go. The sticks got the adjustable tension too, so pretty cool, man.
And USB-C and bigger battery.
Oh no, the new one has a rechargeable battery, right?
Oh, yeah. With USB-C recharge.
Yeah, and they say 40 hours of game time with Rumble on, which is nuts.
30 hours.
40 hours.
40.
40 hours.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
Take
a
that,
long time.
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Hey.
PlayStation 3 hours of
4 hours.
PlayStation 3 hours of playtime.
Oh my gosh,
That
man.
fucking light bar on top of your PlayStation controller kills it. Oh man, but Xbox really did a good job. I think they kicked ass with showing Gears, the new Gears mode. I thought that looked pretty cool, man. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super hyped for the That co-op escape is what it's called. That looks cool as shit. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, look for the Terminator thing is what I
Yeah.
really like.
As far as the campaign, I don't give a shit about the Gears story. Like, I haven't given a shit about Gears story since Gears of War 3.
Yeah, I stopped playing around Gears of War 2.
It's the same
after that,
shit.
it's just,
Fucking
I don't know.
locusts are coming out of the ground, fucking hole in the
Yeah.
ground. And, oh, the locusts are coming. And now it's about this fucking girl. Her grandma was a locust. And, am I a locust or am I a cog? Shut up, you dumbass. We don't care about you. Fuck you. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll catch up on it eventually when I'm 50 years old or something.
So kind of what I'm figuring too.
Yeah. Watch a YouTube video and catch you up on the story.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as the new campaign, I don't really give a shit about it. What I do give a shit about is that co-op experience with the escape and the new horde mode, which, I mean, it's horde mode. What really are they going to do different there? What are they going to change? Nothing really. It's probably going to be the same exact thing we've played for the last 20 years.
You're going to get more PC help is what you're going to get. No.
Fuck yeah.
But I'm excited to actually get to play a little bit with you guys because, in the PC, the community's been different, and I haven't really played much Gears of War. So it's going to give me an opportunity to get into it with you guys that have played it and learn it a little quicker and just have fun with it.
Yeah,
That comes out in September.
Yeah, September 6th.
Is it a Game Pass game?
Yes, like I said, Game Pass Ultimate actually gets access to the Ultimate Edition of the game, which that one actually has the launch date of September 6th. And then if you're buying the regular edition of the game, which I think that's the edition you get with the regular Game Pass. So regular Game Pass gets the regular edition of the game, which is September 9th. But if you buy the Ultimate Edition, which is like $80, or if you're subscribed to the Game Pass Ultimate, you're going to get the 3 days early access on September 6th. So, there you go.
Of this year? Of this year or next year?
This year.
This year.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
We just double jinxed ourselves.
Right.
Fuck yeah. Anyways, what else did Microsoft show this year, guys? They showed a bunch of other shit. Forza, got the Lego expansion. No new Forza game.
Yeah, to me that's no loss. I'm not.
Yeah.
I know Gunny enjoyed them, but a Forza every year. Basically, you have Horizon 1 year, and then is it Apex? Forza Apex.
Well, you know what?
Forza,
they need a Forza
Motorsport.
They need a Forza Motorsport to launch with the next console. So they need to show off those graphics.
That could be.
Like a Microsoft Flight Simulator?
Yeah, like look at these
Yeah.
graphics. Look at this new
super realistic.
Lamborghini, whatever the fuck, Lamborghini Aventador 4 or whatever. Like,
Did you see the Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to have real-time weather? So, like, if it's raining in California, it's going to be raining in California in the
That's
game.
fucking awesome, dude. I look so forward to that game, man. It's coming to Xbox also, dude.
Oh, nice.
Did you see that? I didn't believe it at first, but I think I saw the logo and it says Xbox and PC. It's like,
Yeah, it is.
holy shit.
Bam.
That's crazy,
How
dude.
much of a simulator is it going to be if it's on a controller? Because a lot of these flight simulator people, actually, a couple I know have been a good old Snickersnee. They play with actual flight controllers and peripherals. And they use a flight stick and stuff. So people really get into it, and there's a big community out there for it. Yeah. But I mean, we might have fun with it. Just trying to make it arcadey on our side, but there's that whole community out there that is hardcore into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. We'll see.
There's a flight simulator on the PS4 VR. It's called Ace Combat. Remember that one?
Yeah, Ace Combat.
Oh, yeah.
Try it. It's really cool.
I want to buy that. Was it on sale for that PlayStation sale?
I hope it's on sale.
But
yeah, you should try that game.
I bought Tetris Effect on that sale. It was $20.
You enjoying Tetris Effect?
Tetris Effect is really fun. I actually played it the other day. I forgot to talk about it, but I played it on stream, and that game is so cool, man.
Yeah.
I suck at it. I'm not getting like D grades on the like when I finished the level or whatever. It's like you got D, you suck. But I mean the shit's fun though. It's like a super chill game. It's like one of those games that I could see myself playing. Like you just have a real shitty day at work or something, and you're like, fuck this, just turn off and play Tetris.
Yeah, I like it. I also played the demo version of that game I like how like it starts off slow, like there's no music, no anything.
The music starts
And then
playing when
it's
you
like-
get more lines and shit.
Yeah. Once you start getting more lines, like boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, and they
it's,
even
like,
start adding
getting
like
faster
lyrics
faster.
and shit. Like you get like to a certain point where you've reached so much score or whatever, you got so many lines cleared, and it's
Yeah.
like the lyrics kick in and the people start singing. You're like, holy shit, this is fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
And all the visuals start like
Yeah,
tripping out, and
That's
you feel
that's
like
one
you're
aspect I
on
think
drugs.
Sony's really doing well is like on my side, like I'm almost intrigued by wanting to buy a PlayStation for the VR because the VR is a cheaper entry level.
Yeah.
And seeing some of these games, like even like when watching Nypron play Ghost Giant, I was like, that's kind of cool. Like some of the little quirky things they throw in there. And I'm like, entry level, it's not nearly as bad as the PC. But then I'm going, well, I would have to buy a PS5. Then I would have to buy the headset. So I might as well just buy a VR set for the PC. But
If
I
I
can
were
see the draw.
If I were you at this point, if you're looking to buy a VR headset and you really want like that console experience or like a decent experience, I would say maybe look at the Oculus Quest. That thing's only $400 and it's completely standalone. You don't even need like a camera to set up. You literally turn that fucking thing on and it works. Just fucking standing in like the middle of the street, you can play that thing. You know what I mean?
Two. I think the PC VR, there's a lot of options. But I don't think there's anything really great. Nothing stands out. They're all kind of like, to me, tech demos. I know Caddy has an Oculus.
like
and
indie
he can
games.
talk more about it, but yeah, it just feels like fancy tech demos to me so far on the PC side of it.
That's why I like the PlayStation VR, because PlayStation is actually focusing on some of their studios. For example, Sony London studios that made that Blood and Truth game. They're focusing some of their first-party major studios to make games for their VR. Same thing with Oculus. As much shit as you want to talk about Facebook, with their Oculus gaming, they've actually redirected they've actually made like studios sign deals with them to make exclusive games for their Oculus Quest, which is pretty ridiculous. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm quite jealous that I also play Beat Saber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite jealous that PC gets their own custom tracks. Like they get so much more music than PS4 can.
Yeah.
I wish PS4 can get more.
PS4 got the new Imagine Dragons DLC this week.
Oh, is that right? This week?
Yeah, this week. So we got a new. You can buy it for like $13. They got like, I think it's like 10 songs from Imagine Dragons or something like that, or 9 songs.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
Is Beat Saber like? I wonder, like on the PC, there's been different games that are like audio surf and stuff like that. Will literally play off your music library. It'd be kind of neat if they could orchestrate a way of incorporating your music library on your PC into Beat Saber, and you could play any kind of. Is that what they offer?
There's fucking mods for it. You can just put any fucking song. You can put on fucking Spotify and play off of Spotify on the PC.
Nice.
They got mods for that shit. So you got a VR for your PC there, Caddylax?
Yeah.
How do you like
it? I got the Rift. It's alright. It's kind of more of a pain in the ass to set up every time and use. And like I just brought a buddy over this week and was showing him it, and I finally ran into like the cord situation where he was playing a shooter and like spinning around, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I'm tangled up in this cord." And then I had to like try to untangle him while he's playing the game at the same time.
He fell over and hit his head on the corner of the table and he bled out. And you gotta
I just left him there.
Bury a hole in the backyard.
It is Michigan. They probably wouldn't have noticed him missing.
No.
Threw him in an ice lake somewhere. Just fucking threw him in there. No big deal, guys. He's missing. I don't know what happened.
People disappear all the time up here.
Yeah. One thing with the PSVR is like when I set it up and all the cords and stuff, like it takes me like 30 minutes to set it up, and it's like when I start playing the game.
30 minutes? What are you guys doing over there? I just literally turned this thing on and it's on.
I mean, like
what do you do? You unplug everything and then replug it in? You just leave it plugged in.
All these cords. There's so many cords that I gotta go around.
Right. It's a lot of cords.
I end up sweating in the PSVR game. You know, the headset, like it sweats and it fogs up the lenses or whatever. That's just kind of ruins it for me.
Yeah, I don't really get the fogging up thing, but it's just the whole setup. I really like it for driving games and flying. Like it's super cool and Elite Dangerous.
Oh, okay.
And
Elite Dangerous is PSVR?
No,
probably PC VR.
PC VR.
Oh, damn it!
I know.
On
I
PS4.
wish it would be in PS4 because it's cool. Like flying us. That's when you really feel like VR is working. Is like when you're flying a spaceship around.
Yeah.
Wait, so you have PlayStation 4 and PC on VR?
No, just the PC.
Oh, okay.
But I have the HOTAS for
the hot ass.
Yeah, the hot ass. I have that for the. I happen to have the same one that's in Elite Dangerous, so it's really immersive because you look down and your hands are on the same controllers you're holding. Oh. It's super crazy. But yeah, like you said, I mean, I gotta pull everything out and make sure my sensors are facing the right way, and make sure my area is all clean. And
in Elite Dangerous, I know that you gotta twist your head to adjust, like in the UI interface, like when you twist your head left, it brings up like a menu. Yeah. Is it? Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, dude, it's super cool. And like, you can adjust where some of like your screens are on the. Yeah. When you look over your screen, and then you can kind of move it to where you want. It's pretty cool. I have another game. It's like mech fighting. It's called Vox Machina, but it's a Steam game. Or no,
I think I remember you streaming this game actually.
Might be an Oculus game. Yeah, it was super cool fighting these mechs. I'm not sure how popular it's going to be now because it's a few months old, but that was the second most fun I've had in VR.
I can't imagine like the whole library of Steam for VRs, especially hentai games. Wink, wink.
Yeah, I haven't tried any of those. They do have a Steam free strip club app thing. Yeah, I never tried it because
I was like dreamed for bringing that up.
I really think that that adult industry is really going to push it though. Really make VR all it can be. Like I feel like they think there's a big money making opportunity in that, and I think they're going to really push it.
Yeah, but who wants to jerk off with that thing on your head? I mean, anything could happen while you're just slamming away.
Yeah. You gotta have some kind of warning system or something that'll warn.
Yeah,
PlayStation is fixing that problem. If we looked at the specs for the new patents they made for their VR, they fixed that problem. The thing has a sensor that it has a camera in the front. They said there's going to be mounted cameras in the front of that thing that's going to be able to, like, if somebody's talking to you or somebody walks in the room that you're gaming in and they're talking at you.
Probably facial recognition.
The thing will pause the game. It'll pause the game for you, and it'll show you the display. Like, it'll show you either a full display of what's in front of you, or like it'll pop up a little window in your VR and show you like your room and who's in there with you talking.
Oh my god, I need that.
And, yeah, they could make some cool augmented reality with that.
Hell yeah, they fucking could. Walk around your fucking living room shooting shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about Jesus when, like, if someone comes in your room or whatever and, like, try to scare you or whatever, the PSVR's like, hey, you got someone next to you.
Yeah, someone's right here is about to scare the shit out of you. You should probably turn around.
Yeah.
That's why I can't beat Resident Evil 5, because I'm always scared that someone might pop up.
My brother does that shit to me all the fucking time, dude. I'll play games in VR and I'm really into them and shit. Then he'll, like, come in and, like, fucking grab me really quick. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, fucking trying to hit him with my fucking light gun.
I can see people doing that with Resident Evil. Yeah. People playing Resident Evil and being all on edge, and somebody be like, "Watch me get this guy," you know. You have a bunch of people watching.
But yeah, I mean, so I look forward to that, and I think you're right, Mayo. I think that VR is going to grow at this point. I think it's going to keep growing. Some people say that it's reached its peak and it's declining. I think it's the opposite. I think the peak hasn't been reached yet. I think we've seen some pretty high highs, but it's not at its peak just yet.
Oh, and I think it's going to get better and better.
And I think Oculus is going to make that thing become like a huge thing. They're the ones that can get that thing to be cheap. They're the ones that can get everyone involved in it. Because of fucking Facebook, dude. Facebook, if you can just get Facebook World in VR, you're fucking done. That's it.
Yeah.
Were we talking about Pistol Whip? Is that what got us onto this?
Yeah, that was on PSVR.
Yeah, that looks super good.
Yeah. Speaking of Oculus Quest, like I heard that the PS5 VR is gonna be wireless, so it's gonna be a lot of libraries.
That's the reason. That's the reason they have the cameras mounted on the display, because they're gonna be used for the tracking and also to like see the room around you.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Fuck yeah. Anyways, guys, moving on here to more news that we got from E3. We obviously saw Keanu Reeves on stage. Fuck yeah!
He's so beautiful.
I was kind of surprised by that, honestly.
Everyone was. That's like the one thing that did not leak.
No kidding.
Was that the big Sony or Xbox surprise of what was going to be there?
Who they invited? It could have been.
Because we were talking last week
we were talking about that, right? They were like on Twitter saying we invited someone.
Yeah, we were going to have somebody special there. We were going Sony. Right. It's going to be Sony.
You're fucking right. It was Keanu. You're fucking right. That's exactly who it was. Who the fuck? That's exactly who they invited. Anyways, he came out and he was all being his badass self and being all cool and shit on stage. Like, what's up, bitches? I'm here to kick ass and take names.
Did he seem a little awkward to you? Like, he seemed to be like he was a little awkward. Like, he was kind of like, hey, his hand movements and hand gestures, like he felt like he was kind of out there, but not really knowing the game community. I'm not sure if he's a gamer
not quite in his element,
But, yeah, he just kind of seemed like he was, like Caddy said, out of his element. Even though he was in front of people, he just seemed kind of like, hey, with his hands kind of at his sides and stuff, but he seemed nervous.
He's probably not used to having, like, walking out on stage like that.
Yeah.
Everyone fucking cheering and going nuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has to be different from being, like, at a fucking, like, a movie awards. Movie awards, they're all actors and shit. There's no one really clapping for you. Everyone's clapping, but it's all, like, proper applause and shit. Like, E3, you come out on stage as Keanu Reeves, motherfuckers are throwing up fucking X's and shit at you, yelling fucking shit at you, going crazy and shit, throwing shit at you. We fucking love you! Fucking going nuts and shit, and yeah, so maybe he just wasn't used to that. From everything I've seen about him, he seems like a very laid-back person and a person that's very reserved, and they don't really like the spotlight a lot, so it's probably weird for him to go out there and have that big-ass spotlight on him. You know what I mean? That's just what I gather. Anyways, apparently this is some new details that have come out of Cyberpunk 2077. Apparently he's the second character in terms of lines spoken in the entire game. He has spent 15 days recording voiceovers for his character. That's fucking crazy.
Wow.
I can't believe they kept this quiet that long. Like, something didn't get leaked. We see all these leaks all the time
about
in the game industry, and nothing about this.
They flew him to fucking Poland to see Project Red, and they had him inside a basement somewhere recording lines for 15 days. It's just weird. You're right. This did not fucking leak. Out of everything we see leaked in the gaming industry, from fucking this guy was playing Assassin's Creed on the train on the way to work, and somebody took a picture with their cell phone and put it on Reddit. You know what I mean?
Was it the new Ubisoft game, Watch Dogs? It was leaked. Like, I think they said the guy was at a bar with some buddies and he was drinking, and he was like, "Yeah, by the way, the next one's in London." It's all over the internet.
You know what I mean? Ubisoft always has. I think they're just known for the leaks. Ubisoft. If you go to an E3 and Ubisoft has no leaks, then Ubisoft has no fucking games to show that year. Because every time they have a bunch of games to show, all that shit gets leaked before it even comes out. They're just notorious for leaks over at Ubisoft. But yeah, so Cyberpunk, we got a release date, April 16th, 2020. Fuck yeah. Get ready, people. Get ready for
buddy.
that shit.
I'm excited, yeah.
So,
did we see the other day that it was actually the number one, I don't know if it was pre-ordered or sold game on Steam already?
It's the most,
I think.
Most pre-ordered game on Steam.
Man, that game is like sold out for everyone in E3, man. Like, everyone's talking about it in E3. That's like the only game.
And you know what's cool that I think that is pretty smart of Microsoft is to lock the deal with the CD Projekt Red team to show it on their stage for 2 years in a row. You know what I mean? They're the company that has it on their E3, on their stage with the Xbox logos and shit. they have that on their console, like for their platform. And that's pretty crazy because some people are going to think that that's exclusive to Xbox. They're gonna, what's that Xbox? That cyber game, that cyber something robots Xbox game? People are going to know exactly what you're talking about. Cyberpunk. CD Projekt Red is the developer. They're the ones who make The Witcher.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah.
So we know they can tell a good story and make a really good game if they take their time. So
they say the character with the most spoken lines in the game will be your character, the person you're playing as. Besides that, Keanu Reeves will have the most lines, and they're going to have a branching story line with Keanu. They said that depending on the certain actions you may take in the game, different outcomes will come out of that with Keanu and your relationship with him.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the game's going to change a lot from the trailer we've seen last year? Because I've heard different things about development of the game changes.
You know how that trailer that we saw last year with the guys going into the house to rescue that lady because her organs were being harvested and she was a VIP. They needed to get her out of there. I think that was from what I heard is that was just like a thing they did just for E3. Like, guys, we need to show gameplay. Like, we need to just make up a mission and just show this mission to E3 people. Like, I heard that's not even in the game. Like, that's not even a part of the game. Yeah. It's just like a standalone fucking demo to just show off the tech.
Well, I hope that they would take their time on the game. You know, like, I want it to be a good game.
It's definitely not going to be... It's not going to look like what we saw at E3 on your Xbox One.
I'm just hoping we don't get overhyped and then.
Well, we are. We are definitely overhyped, but I think that we're gonna definitely not see those graphics on the consoles, let alone on PC. Even on PC, you're gonna have to be running probably like the newest fucking cards.
Probably the 3000 series GPUs from NVIDIA.
Everything maxed out, and even then, it will probably be like chugging a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably going to be a hardcore game to run. Like, I'm assuming at 1440p, it'll be fine. Most cards will be able to do that. But 1080, most cards will be able to do that. But in 4K, 60 frames and all that crazy shit, you're probably going to be like, fuck, you're going to need some crazy-ass cards for that shit, dude. Still, though, I think it's going to look great. Yeah. They're saying that they are shooting for 4K 60 on the Xbox One X with HDR enabled.
Nice.
So we'll see. Maybe it'll look as good as Red Dead. Maybe it'll dethrone Red Dead in terms of graphics.
Red Dead sets the bar up there.
We always see their best games, at the end of their generations,
I think so.
I think it's going to be a knockout game.
Yeah, imagine playing this on your new Xbox Scarlet next year. The world's most powerful console.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No comment.
There you go, people. Wait, what do you mean no comment? Are you going to say the PS5 is the world's most powerful console?
No.
No?
I think the Stadia.
Oh,
the Stadia is going to be a master race.
I'm still on that fence. How are you, Jesus?
I don't know what to think. I've seen people's reviews of xCloud. It's not xCloud. The review of the Xbox game streaming, because xCloud apparently is something different. xCloud is an actual service that they're going to offer with, games as part of somehow.
I haven't even seen it in action yet.
This Xbox streaming is something from your console to the internet to your phone to your PC or whatever, your laptop. And I've heard that it works really good on the connection that they were using, which apparently at E3 they were using San Francisco servers that Microsoft had, like a data center in San Francisco, and they were in LA. So it's not much of a distance there, but half a state, I guess. What the fuck? I don't know. I think that it's gonna work, dude. It's just gonna happen. We can't stop it, guys.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work pretty well. But my reservation is I'm basically giving them $10 a month, and then I'm gonna have to buy the game from them. So in my position right now, it's probably just as easy and probably cheaper for me to buy the game on Steam and play it on my PC. I know other console people out there don't have that option as well. But for me, there's the draw it's interesting and I like the concept of it. It's just I'm not sure because it's how expensive.
Let me tell you,
these games gonna be.
Stadia is for the people that next year when the new Xbox comes out and like Caddy said it's gonna be fucking $900 or whatever. Like, a lot of people are not gonna afford the next console, dude. A lot of people now, as I speak right now, Mayo and guys, Mayo and friends, as I speak right now, most people don't have an Xbox One X.
Right.
Most people don't have it. Yeah, most people have an S.
I don't have it.
Yeah, look at that. Look, do you have one, Mayo?
No, I do not. I have a regular Xbox One.
Nobody on this podcast has an Xbox One X. I had one and I sold it. Think about that. Not that many people that you know have an Xbox One X or a PS4 Pro because why? They cost too much fucking money. No one's willing to go spend $400 on an Xbox One X or $350 on a PS4 Pro. Why? Because they can go and buy a cheaper version that plays the same fucking games on their fucking cheap-ass, hobo-ass 1080p TV, and they're going to have a fine experience. Most people, I saw a statistic recently that said most people right now, currently, today, game 1080p. They don't even game 1440p. They're gaming on a 1080p TV. That's it. Like less than
see that.
They said like less than like 5% of gamers game on a 4K TV.
Yeah,
that is fucking crazy.
I'll vouch for one. Yeah, I don't have a 4K TV as well.
I have a 4K TV and I don't even game on it.
I don't have one either. I'm still at 1080p.
See, look at that. Mayo's still a hobo 1080p over there. What the fuck, Mayo? You're all master racing shit. I thought you'd have an 8K TV by now.
No.
But I also only watch like an hour of TV a month. Like I don't
fuck your kids.
I'm barely in my inner room.
I have them watching 720p TV.
They're on CRT TV.
Well, actually, the kids are pretty active too. Like they're not on a whole lot, and even it just.
All I'm saying is
busy.
4K is not even like a thing yet, and these fucking consoles are talking about 8K and all this shit. I think.
I don't understand that.
That's hype. That's just a hype.
That
word.
8K bullshit, do not fall for that, people. What they mean by that, when Xbox is out there saying we're gonna be able to do 8K, what they mean is 9 years from now, when the Xbox One Scarlet is dying, and Netflix is finally streaming 8K to your TVs, and they got the 8K service up and running for $30 a month, you're gonna be able to subscribe to Netflix 8K. And use the app on your Xbox. That's what they mean. They don't mean you're going to be able to game 8K on that shit. Because you're not.
Your games will be at 4K, and they're going to be able to work on an 8K TV.
Yeah.
You know? And so,
upscale.
Yeah, some kind of upscale hobo shit. Like I said, most people don't game on that shit, so I don't know. So I said, for what I was talking about Stadia is for those people, Mayo, that do not have the funds, or they just, maybe they have the money, but they don't want to spend it on a console that's $600. They want to spend it on a vacation somewhere. So they're going to pay the $60, go down to Best Buy, buy themselves a Stadia controller, buy themselves a Chromecast for the $100, the Founders Pack, $150 or whatever. And they're probably going to call it the starter kit or some shit, right? Mm-hmm. And they're probably going to go buy that for $150, go home and plug it into their TV and, hey, honey, look at me. You can watch your Netflix, and then when you're done watching your Netflix, I can turn on my Stadia controller and play my FIFA and my Madden and my Call of Duty and my Destiny. And it's all here for me to play. Woo!
Yeah.
You know?
And I think,
they'll sell out.
For the kids that have, like my kids are fortunate, like I'm into games and stuff like that, but these kids that have parents that aren't into games,
Exactly.
It's a cheap option for, hey, Mom, Dad, buy me this $9.99 package a month instead of buying this $800 console.
They don't even have to buy the $9.99 package. They could just have their kids playing on 1080p.
Right.
Fuck you, kid. I'm buying you the game, and that's all you're getting. Well, okay, thank you, Dad. Just buy me the game, and I'll play on the Hobo 1080. I'll play my Roblox on here. I don't care.
I think it's a great option. I think it's really moving things forward. I just don't know for myself if I'm going to jump on it yet.
What's going to determine the success of Stadia? If Fortnite is on there. If Fortnite is on there for free, for free, and you can game on it 1080p for free. And it's just free. It's just there. It's just free. All you're buying the skins. Your Epic account works. Your Epic friends are going to be able to play with you from the PS4, the Xbox, and the PC. It's all crossplay. Fuck, dude.
Or
success
or
right
these,
there, man.
I think these kids are getting cheap laptops now because they're seeing streamers. They're getting into Twitch and they're watching this ecosystem and they want to be that Twitch streamer.
You know what?
And so they're getting cheap laptops and
You know what I had
play
my
Fortnite
daughter.
on PC.
You know what I had my daughter ask me today? She wants a
What?
gaming PC for Christmas. She's
Right.
fucking 8 years old, dude. I'm like, how the fuck do you
my
know what a gaming
12-year-old is
PC is? And she's like,
asking for a PC.
I watch fucking Karina OMG on YouTube play fucking Roblox on the PC, and I know it's a gaming PC, and I know you have one, so I want one. What?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Setting an example for her.
Yeah.
The PC gaming.
Caddylax can tell you how many times I have to kick my boy off my PC to get any game time in.
Yeah, I got a 5-year-old one right here for my 5-year-old.
Oh, okay. The picture.
There's a PC back there.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So like, I think honestly, Stadia is going to be a hit for like for the normal person, that barely games, the person that only buys Call of Duty and plays Call of Duty all year long. It's going to work for you, man.
Yeah.
Right.
I have full confidence in Google Stadia based on what I've seen in feedbacks and on the Reddit website. Like they're saying like the controllers, the Stadia controllers, that it connects to the Wi-Fi to the servers. Like they notice like no latency, and it's all like I think I listened to their the Bungie podcast, and they mentioned that they tested Stadia on their game Destiny 2, and they noticed no latency on like the PvP games, like PvP, like those games that require like no latency.
Like multiplayer.
That's gonna be important. That's gonna be important too, because that's especially in a game that's like a shooter. That's where you're really gonna want that no latency. If you have a little bit of a latency in a platformer, you can kind of adjust a little bit, I believe. But in the shooter, it could get irritating if you have latency. Because
and that'll be based on your internet connection. Most people that I know, except for a few, like MechMod,
yes, poor MechMod,
have a decent internet connection, and it's the future, man. It is the fucking future, and it's gonna happen. And I'm sorry if you're a person that loves buying discs and loves going to GameStop and loves being, hey, dude, bro, fucking pre-order the next fucking Call of Duty. We'll give you a poster right now, man. You $5 right now. We'll give you a fucking poster. If you love being harassed by those guys and all that shit, I mean, I'm sorry to tell you, but that shit's gonna end, dude.
Yeah, I feel like we're following the movie industry to a T. We've seen the same thing with Blockbuster back in the day, and next thing you know, you have all these streaming, you have Netflix, then you have Vudu, and you have Amazon Prime, and you look at the gaming world, it's kind of the same thing. Just a couple years later, we're basically going, all right, you got GameStop out there who's struggling. I mean, we can all see it.
I remember at the start of this console generation, the start of the Xbox One, they had those really cool deals going on at GameStop. Like if I bought Battlefield 4 for my 360, I can go in and trade it in and pay the $5 to get the Battlefield 4 for my Xbox One when it came out, right? You can get the copy early for the 360, play it, and then when the Xbox One came out, you can go pick up your Xbox One and give them a copy of Battlefield 4, and they would give you a new copy of Battlefield 4 on the Xbox One. I bought all my launch day games on disc. I'm talking like Dead Rising 3, Rise, Son of Rome, Battlefield 4, like all the major titles, Assassin's Creed, I think it was Black Flag or something like that. All those games that came out that year with the launch of the Xbox One, all on disc. And right now, I own all those games digitally. Because I went back and I got rid of all that shit, dude. Over the last 7 years or whatever, how long this console generation's been going on, 6 years now, I've switched all my mentality to be digital only. I don't know about you guys, but I love digital games.
Yeah.
Well, one
I
thing
haven't
too.
bought physical ever.
One thing is when you buy a disc now, you can't even play it. Like you gotta have an internet.
Yeah.
And all that bullshit. Yeah. So I mean, I thought about that the other day. Like people are big into collecting games.
Yeah.
No point in collecting an Xbox One disc.
No, because you need
Yeah.
DRM.
When I bought
it's-
Diablo 3 on the Switch is digital, I was thinking about buying it on the physical copy, but it just, I don't know. It
That's
just,
the only system I would still buy physical games for would be the Switch, just because
Yeah.
of the memory.
yeah.
Yep.
And that's the only
Yeah.
reason. If I had a big memory card, fuck it, buy everything digital. Because why not, dude? I
Yeah.
mean,
Carry them all with you. You know.
Carry it all with you.
yeah.
That's correct, yeah. Speaking of the memory, Best Buy is selling the memory cards, 128 gigabytes for $40. So
I can't. That
pick that
game's
up.
still expensive. Like
$40?
I can go to Micro
expensive
Center
as
right
shit.
now and buy a 128 gig flash drive for like $9.99. I'm pretty sure.
But it has to be for the Switch, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, what makes it, the markup on that is so huge on the Switch because it has to be for the
Yeah.
Switch, where you can buy any hard drive out there right now that's
Yeah.
for 100, say even 250 meg. I bet you could probably find one online as an SSD
Oh,
for
fuck yeah.
a $50 range for a PC, or even a flash drive for probably between 50 and 100, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Did you find anything, Jesus?
For what?
Oh, I thought you were looking for something.
Oh no. What I was looking for is the next article. But yeah, like I'm saying,
okay.
I'm super hyped for Stadia, dude. I think Stadia's going to be a hit. Do I want to get the Founders Pack?
Yeah,
I'm still
definitely.
torn about that. I'm still torn about the Founders Pack.
Oh, speaking
Yeah,
of
I can see it.
the streaming and the xCloud stuff, do you think it's going to be on the Switch?
No,
Really?
no,
I don't think it will either.
Damn it.
no. I just don't see it happening, bro. Sorry. Your phone probably, maybe your phone, but not the Switch.
I think it'd be on the PlayStation before it'd be on the Switch, and I doubt that's going to happen. So
Even Google Stadia, I don't know if it's going to be on iPhone. I don't know. Because you need a Chrome browser for it, and
Yeah, I doubt it.
iPhone uses Safari. There's an app you can download to use the Google browser on your phone, but I don't think it's going to be available on your iPhone. I think it's only going to be Android phones. But
Yeah.
hey, Android phone is the largest market out there of phones.
Yeah.
There's way more
Yeah.
Android phones than iPhones in the world.
I'm looking forward for the Stadia, definitely.
So yeah, we'll see what happens with
Yeah.
Stadia moving forward. They're launching
my
this year.
my
people.
advice to you, Jesus, is I would wait until because
It all comes out.
you
yeah.
can still buy the controller individually, right, and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
buying the Founders Edition right now, what does it give you that you can't get in November when it's released?
So it gives me a Google Chromecast, like the new one, the 4K one. It gives you the controller,
Okay.
right? You get the
Right.
controller.
Do you own
And
one now?
you
I
get.
mean, do you have one?
What do you mean?
Do you own a Chromecast Ultra
No,
now?
I don't. No.
Okay, so that would be a benefit
So
for
that
you.
would be a benefit, yeah. And the controller, obviously, a benefit. You also get 3 months of Stadia Pro. So like that's
Yeah.
$30 or whatever right off the bat, for 3 months. And you get I think Destiny 2
Your name.
I think Destiny 2 comes out for everyone as long as you buy Stadia Pro on launch day. Cuz the Destiny, you know how they have the new expansion coming out in the fall?
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
long as you buy Stadia Pro on launch day, or as long as you sign up for the Pro version, you're going to get access to all of Destiny, even the new expansion.
That's correct. That's correct, Jesus.
Because Destiny 2 is free on that system or whatever on Stadia. It's going to be
Yeah.
free. So that's pretty much all it gets me, Mayo. It's the 3 months, maybe early access to sign out my name, and that's it.
Also, you
Okay.
get like like you can also refer a friend for 3 months as well.
Okay.
Like
So
Yeah.
give somebody 3 months for free? Okay.
yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, at least 129 isn't like a huge investment. And you're not looking at buying a whole system, So you guys are buying $200 controllers these days. So 129 for a pre-order isn't
That's true. It's cheaper than
necessarily,
an Elite controller, that's for sure.
So
Yeah.
I
I
just
love the stick placement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a
Yeah.
decent controller to me. It looks like a PlayStation controller mixed with an Xbox. It looks perfect, but I don't know, man. What am I going to play on there? That's my problem. I mean, we play
that's what
Destiny.
my question is
fucking
too.
Destiny
I
2.
look at it.
I need
What
to.
about all those games in there? Like all the like Doom?
What game?
Does that come with it?
What game? No, it doesn't come with. You have to pay for Doom separately.
No, like if you look on the Pro, like all those games in there, Doesn't it come with a Pro?
No, you have to pay for those games.
Each game is separate. Yeah.
Oh really?
You're only
it just exclusive. You gotta buy separate.
All right, so here's a list of games coming to the Stadia. I got a list for you guys. All right,
these are
you
coming
ready?
to it, but not free, right?
Not free. These are coming.
Oh okay.
So as far as we know, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, of course, is coming. Baldur's Gate 3, Borderlands 3, The Crew 2, The Darksiders Genesis, Destiny 2, Doom 2016, Doom Eternal, which is the one coming out this year, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, The Elder Scrolls Online. So obviously Bethesda, we saw them mentioning their Orion engine or whatever. Farming Simulator 19, Final Fantasy, was that 11?
The online game.
Yeah, Football Manager, Get Packed. It's a Stadia exclusive. I don't know what that is. It's just called Get Packed. It must be a game that they have coming out for it. Grid, and then Guilt, which is another Stadia exclusive. Just Dance, Metro Exodus, Mortal Kombat 11, NBA 2K, Power Rangers: The Battle for the Grid, Rage 2, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Samurai Showdown, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Thumper, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, so all the Tomb Raiders are going to this shit. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, that's the newest Ghost Recon.
Yeah.
Tom Clancy's The Division 2, Trials Rising, and Wolfenstein Young Blood. So out of that list...
but in that list,
E3 games.
What I'm hearing though, I'm hearing like 50% of that list is games that I probably either own if I had a console or own on the PC. So if I buy a Stadia day one, I'm really only going to buy or want to mess with half of those games during that list.
I mean, Borderlands 3 sounds cool.
Some of them won't even interest me.
But does Borderlands 3 have crossplay? Am I going to be able to play with my friends on the PC? Because, I mean, I will buy Borderlands 3 on there if I can play Borderlands 3 with my friends playing on the PC and my friends playing on the Xbox and my friends playing on PlayStation. I don't want to buy it on there if I'm just stuck to the Stadia platform because what if there's nobody on there?
Just kind of an educated guess. Being that it's run from basically a high-end PC and a stream interface, I would almost think it would have like at least PC crossplay.
I could play with Steam people.
But don't know. Nobody knows for sure.
No one's going to be playing it on PC anyways. It's an Epic game.
Yeah.
What about does the Elder Scrolls Online have crossplay? Does Metro Exodus? I don't need that. Just Dance? I don't want to play that. Grid? Who the fuck wants to play Grid in 2019?
That's an old one.
NBA 2K? Like, who the fuck wants to play that? Rage 2, I own it. All the Tomb Raiders I own. Thumper, I own. Ghost Recon, maybe? The Breakpoint game? Does it have crossplay?
No, hold on. 5 years down the road for PC gamers, specifically.
5 years down the road, guys. Hold on for 5 years.
We're listening.
If new games are coming out and you gotta upgrade your PC and you gotta put new parts, now are you gonna go with Stadia or are you gonna keep upgrading parts on the PC?
Myself, I'm pretty much gonna keep upgrading PC.
Same here.
Okay.
It just
me too.
You're ahead of the curve. I mean, and not necessarily trying to be like PC master race. Is Stadia still at 60 FPS? And when you upgrade a PC, you upgrade really good.
They say up to 120 FPS at sometimes.
At some point in time, and that'd be great if that's the option. But if I upgrade my PC, I always go high end when I upgrade. It's kind of my rule of thumb. So basically, if I spend a good chunk of money now, I'm good for 4 to 5 years of having high end quality. So if you buy that 2080 Ti, which is incredibly expensive right now, you're good for 5 years. So I mean, you're not going to see.
Yeah, I mean, Google servers can upgrade their video too. They
could.
Yeah,
totally
and hopefully, if they offer eventually a 4K, 120, 144 hertz version, then it's a much more serious talk and maybe something we'll have to look at. But until then, I like the higher frame rates and just the smoothness of it. And I mean, again, 4K, 60 FPS for the console players is great. And even for PC guys, there's PC people that have, older PCs, and it's going to be a great option for them. But you're enthusiasts and the ones that like to build your own PCs like myself, I love building my own PC and messing with the hardware and tinkering with it and maximizing the performance. It's a hobby. I mean, it literally is. And if I have Stadia, it's not a hobby. It's just plug and play.
Even I would even go as far as to say for your enthusiasts that buy the upgraded consoles like the Xbox One X or the PS4 Pro that want the best performing consoles, they're not going to want to play on this. They just don't want to. I don't think it's going to be a thing for those people.
Yeah.
The thing that is coming to the Stadia, though, guys, we heard from Ubisoft at the E3 was Ubisoft Uplay Plus is coming to Stadia exclusive to Stadia as a console thing. Because I mean, what is Stadia? Are we calling Stadia a console, or what is that thing? Is it a PC? Is it a console?
I'm gonna call it
a service. I would call it a service.
I'm with Nypron. I call it a service like Netflix.
So it's a service, all right? So it's exclusive to the Uplay Plus. It's exclusive to the Stadia service and on Uplay launcher, so on your PC, I guess you can do it. So yeah, I mean, Uplay Plus. Are you guys interested in that? That new Ubisoft
maybe
Uplay fucking Plus thing?
No.
Neither am I. No, I'm sorry, Ubisoft. Maybe I'll sign up for a month when Watch Dogs comes out, but I want to buy that day one anyways and own it forever. Yeah. So I don't know why anyone would sign up for this Uplay.
I don't. Yeah, especially for $15 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to offer pretty much their Uplay games, which there's only a small handful of ones I want to play.
Every year,
Division 2,
they come out with like 3 games, right? Like 3 major games. They come out usually with they usually come out with like a Ghost Recon or something like that. They always come out with the Just Dance. And then they always come out with like some kind of like half-ass fucking game in the beginning of the year. Which next year,
Far Cry.
Yeah, like next year we have Watch Dogs Legion. And what the fuck else do we have after that?
It'll probably be a Far Cry,
and
I'm assuming.
I think the rest of the passes can be games we see on other passes. I'm starting to see these games that are on Xbox Game Pass and on Origins Pass and on different subscription services.
You know what's going to happen?
Be the same games, and so it's going to be the same. I'll be paying $15 a month for the 3 Ubisoft games that are on there.
All the Ghost Recon or all the Ubisoft games that are on Game Pass are going out of Game Pass. That's what's going to happen. They're going to pull all that shit from Game Pass. Say goodbye to playing Ghost Recon Wildlands on your Game Pass. Say goodbye to playing Rainbow Six Siege on your Game Pass. That's all going to like this Uplay Pass shit, which I guess is cool for them, but I'm with you, man. I don't see enough games on this shit to justify $15 a month when Xbox is offering me Xbox Live, which gives me Xbox Live Gold games to keep forever. It gives me Game Pass for my Xbox and Game Pass for a PC. Like, what the fuck? Why would you pay for this shit?
And it's getting too like we're paying for Origin, we're paying for Uplay, we're paying for Xbox. Next thing you know, you're dropping $70 a month for our games. Yeah, passes that we're playing.
Uplay Plus is $15, all right. And if you sign up for EA Premier, that's another $15. That's $30 right there a month. And say you sign up for Game Pass Ultimate at the same time, it's another $15. That's $45 a month. You're now dropping on subscriptions for games.
Yes.
Name another launcher that has a subscription. Stadia. Let's say you have Stadia Pro, and you're paying $10. That's $55 a month that you're dropping on subscriptions to play these fucking games. Oh man, it just doesn't sound appealing.
It just sounds like it's going to add up in the long run, because then we also, same people, we're paying for Netflix, we're paying for Vudu, we're paying, or not Vudu, but we're paying for Netflix, we're paying for Hulu, we're paying for Amazon. So it may sound like a little amount, and that's where they get you. It's only $15. I can do $15.
It's only $15.
When you have like 9 different subscriptions at $15 a month, you're paying a car payment to somebody every month.
Think about right now, like if you have Netflix Pro, that's $15 a month. If you have Hulu, whatever, that's like $15 a month, like $30 right there. Plus, if you have Amazon Prime, that's like another $20 a month, $15 a month for that. Like that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like 14.
Yeah, it all adds up eventually. People I think gaming. We're gonna see more companies try to do this bullshit where they make their own passes. But I think gamers are gonna put a stop to it. I hope gamers put a stop to it because we didn't put a stop to it when microtransactions started happening. We didn't stop the companies when they were making everything to a season pass. We didn't stop it when they were making loot boxes. There has to be a point where these motherfuckers, we have to stop them with this fucking pass shit. And I think we need to stop Ubisoft. As much as I love Ubisoft, they're probably my favorite publisher. They make the funnest games for me. I love all their games. And I love supporting them. I love buying their games. I'm not going to support you with this $15 a month thing, man. I'm just not.
Yeah, it's not needed at all.
No,
Yeah.
you don't need it. You're right. Xbox, I can see. It's a platform. It's a whole console. It's a thing, right? But for a fucking publisher to do this, man,
Yeah.
we let EA
I don't
do
have.
it, but EA is like they only do it on the PC, which is not bad. I guess it's not that bad, but yeah.
I don't even have the EA one because what I just did is there's only a few titles that I wanted to play, and I already own those. And I ended up just buying Battlefield 5 because I'm like $60 or 5 months of their Origin pass. I'm like, I'll buy the game outright and not have to worry about it from now on.
Yeah, you can buy it outright on sale for $30 or pay $60 a year to play it.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, like that's how they fucking get us, dude. Like, you know what I mean? You can buy this game for $15 on sale, or keep fucking paying them $20 a month to play their games. This bullshit.
See, only in the Horrible Gamer podcast we give you guys advice like this, and then we can turn around and you can take that money you save and send it to Jesus in the form of embers.
Sign up to patreon.com/horriblegamers. Give me.
There's another payment every month.
Oh, you PS4 users, come on in.
Only give Jesus. Everybody give Jesus $5 a month, and we can.
I'm gonna start my own streaming service, guys. The Jesus Pass. The Jesus Pass will give you access to my games.
Little we do know that's what's gonna happen to the Mayo Pass. It's gonna start showing us.
Start charging everyone. We're in a fucking beta. Me and Gunny are the beta. Extend the Mayo Pass to all the HGP listeners.
You're an exclusive beta. You're gonna get a bill in the mail.
I think my beta ran out.
Yeah.
In other news, IGN is now saying that Call of Duty Modern Warfare is a very divisive game. It's a little too violent for some. They say that maybe Call of Duty is pushing it too far and making the game too violent for people and too realistic for gamers in 2019.
Do they not know? Do they not know what war is?
Well, they're saying that it's too far. They've gone too far this time, dude. They've gone too far.
I mean, war is really far. You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
But you look at, again, back to Battlefield 5, they really make it like, when you do the single player campaign, they try to let you experience the chaos of war in actuality.
Yeah.
Like, they do a pretty good job of letting you see that destruction that it causes and the lives that were lost.
What they're saying here in this new Call of Duty, what like a lot of the people that watched the demo for Call of Duty are saying that like the reason it's too realistic is because obviously Call of Duty's photorealistic game, but they're saying that like now, like a lot of the missions are based on nighttime, so you got a lot of night vision and shit, so shit looks even more real when you're wearing the night vision goggles. But in this game, apparently they're gonna have civilians involved in like the missions. So like you're gonna be raiding.
Yeah.
You remember like the mission in Call of Duty Modern Warfare where you're going to that TV station in the middle of like Iraq or something, and you're all on the Black Hawk helicopters and you're all rappelling down the ropes. Well, they have that mission in this game where your job is to capture some terrorist dude or whatever, and you're pretty much attacking Iraq with like a bunch of other Marines, and you're rappelling down the helicopters, Black Hawk Down style and shit, and kicking in doors. They're saying that they have that in this game, but it's too realistic because there's civilians in these buildings, and you could shoot the civilians on accident.
Oh, come on.
And they're like, oh no, that's too realistic, guys. Or I don't want to shoot a civilian. It's like in real war, like that shit happens, dude. People get shot, man. People get shot. Friendlies get shot. There's stories of Marines shooting at Marines and shit, thinking they're getting shot at by fucking enemies, and they're like, no, dude, we're friendlies. But they're just out there fucking shooting at each other because they don't know any better, They don't have the intel on that. And shit like that happens, but these game journalists are saying that it's too violent, people. Oh no, can't show a nuke going off because it's too violent. Can't show doors being kicked in because it's too violent.
Well, I feel like the journalists anymore are always having some kind of angle that they're coming at anymore either. Like they have an agenda going into it, and they're using games as a version of, as like an outlet showing like, this. And, we've seen that really bad review on The Division, and they were calling it like the worst video game review ever. The guy complained the whole time about, why we need gun control because you're playing this game and it's all about guns, getting better guns. Well, yeah, and...
Yeah.
Why is this guy reviewing games? We don't want to see the we just want to play the game. We want to see a review on the game. We don't really have I guess I myself don't have a care on the political side of the game. That's a different story. But when I want to play a game, it's a game. It's like watching a movie. It's my own thing if I want to experience it that way.
One of the guys on IGN said that he wants to play the game, but he doesn't want to play the game unless there's an option to do non-lethal takedowns.
What the hell is that? Like,
so you got to
want to play?
Hey guy, I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm gonna give you a hug.
Call of Duty Modern Pillow Fight.
I'm gonna give you a hug, and I'm gonna subdue you with my massive hug, terrorist. Don't shoot at me. It makes no fucking sense. Oh yeah.
And then it becomes like a Splinter Cell game where you're creeping around just knocking everybody out.
The problem with this game, I think, is that the people that work at IGN cannot relate to the way the people look in the game. They want blue-haired people with mohawks. That's what they want. They want blue-haired mohawk people in the game. Black Ops 4 had the blue-haired mohawk guy and like the pink-haired girl and the fucking different rainbow color wearing outfit guy, and they had all that shit in Black Ops 4. And I think they're just too scared that this is like too realistic. These guys look too much like real British SAS soldiers.
Yeah,
these guys look too much like a Marine.
I've played like more realistic games than Call of Duty, man. Like you shoot somebody in the leg and like their parts come off,
Yeah. The fuck, man?
Man, it's like it's just a game.
What's next? They're gonna say they don't want
Sniper
guns.
Elite.
I don't want guns in my game, guys. My war game. Yeah, what the fuck's up? You're right, Sniper Elite, right? They always talk about how cool it is to see
the dude
that.
right in his balls and stuff.
Yeah. Why is that not being touted as too realistic and too violent?
Freaking Call of Duty.
Oh no! You know why? You know why it isn't, Caddy? Because you're killing Nazis in that one.
Oh, okay.
That's the difference. You're killing Nazis, so it's okay.
Well, maybe that's what they need to put in Call of Duty.
Then we're all complaining because we're shooting Nazis again.
You guys are shooting
they'll
Nazis.
blur out all the Nazis swag.
It's just Call of Duty is too violent. That's what IGN is saying, that they need to change it. I hope that Activision's like, fuck you guys. You motherfuckers were complaining and bitching about us remaking Modern Warfare for the last 8 years now, and we're finally remaking it for you fucks. And now you fucks are complaining that it's too realistic. What the fuck do you guys want? You guys hated the jetpacks. You guys hated the blue-haired Mohawk people. You guys cannot be happy with anything we give you. What the fuck? I hope
we're doing our job too well. We're making the game look too realistic now that we can't. We gotta like hold back now.
Sorry, guys. We make the game look too real. We apologize.
Yeah. You mind if I talk about this real quick?
Go ahead.
Speaking of realistic, that Star Wars game with like just Star Wars Jedi Order.
Yeah.
You've seen the trailer when like the Jedi uses the lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like that would be cool if like the stormtroopers, like if you slice them, like the body parts would split in half or something.
Actually, they do in the new game. Have you seen the new gameplay for the new one?
I think that's what it'd be referring to, actually.
Yeah, this is the one where like you see the body parts, like the dude chops the dude in half, and the lightsaber goes through it. Jedi Fallen Order.
Really? Like in the trailer, it just shows like the body just fall down.
No, when they showed the gameplay, like the lightsaber goes through the dude and it chops him in half.
I think that was on the Microsoft's gameplay footage, right? It wasn't on the EA one.
Well, I'm thinking it was on the EA one, and he's thinking
was it the EA?
He probably watched. Did you watch the Microsoft trailer? Is that what you watched? Jonathan?
Which one?
Did you watch the Microsoft trailer one, or where did you watch this gameplay?
On YouTube. It was on the live stream for E3.
I don't know.
But there might be a different one.
Because I saw one where the dude was like, you can see like the lightsaber fucking dude.
Dude, that would be sick.
Like, yeah, it's cutting people up and shit, so that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, besides that, I mean, E3 was legit overall. I liked it. At the same time, I was expecting more from the xCloud, more from Microsoft. They kind of just mentioned it, and they're like, oh yeah, it's playable here, the E3, and your Xbox is your machine to stream off of.
Yeah, I think
Microsoft, whatever the fuck
you're hearing
that
a lot of
means.
grumblings of being let down by E3.
Yeah.
But I think overall it was pretty decent. They did show us a lot of games. That's what we're there to see. And they did announce their next console, and they did. I mean, they only mentioned xCloud. I think that's why a lot of people were disappointed is they only mentioned xCloud.
Yeah.
And I think if they would have said a little more about xCloud or say it's available now, and it's gonna be like Google Stadia, people would have lost their minds.
Yeah,
Then everybody would have been like,
that's what I was waiting for them to mention just a little bit more. They kind of like Phil Spencer kind of just like, yeah, we have the xCloud, and yeah, E3 guys, we love you.
when is the next Gamescom? Is that like a few months?
October.
So maybe they'll announce something on October for xCloud. We'll see. Maybe they're still working on it.
We'll see. Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't doubt it. That's right before Stadia comes out too, so I'm sure Stadia will be there showing off more stuff.
Google's telling me they have a Gamescom on August 21st.
Oh, so it's
2019.
August
Well,
21st.
August this year. Yeah.
Yeah, so keep your hopes up.
That's in
There
Germany.
we go.
Xbox.
We got a couple months to build some hype.
Yeah.
That's like the E3 of Europe, pretty much, guys. If you didn't know. For our European listeners, we got you guys. We know what that is. So yeah, I don't know. Besides that, guys, really, E3 was E3. I kind of really miss Sony being there. Even Phil Spencer came out and said that. You guys saw that on Twitter? He came out.
I saw his Twitter about.
Yeah, he was saying that like he missed Sony being there. Like it didn't feel like E3 without them.
Yeah.
Kind of a bummer.
I wonder, too. They say
why.
it's expensive for them to be there, and I get that. But they're renting the stage and they're doing all that stuff. But look how much
Hype.
they're investing in themselves.
Yeah.
They're getting that investment of people getting hyped up, and they're also getting people there attending it live. I'm sure that there's people are buying food there. People are doing that. This. And that. There's people staying there for the week. Hotel. How much that brings to the area? It's like a sporting event. I would think. When you have like a NBA Finals that just finished up. When you have that in your city, it's like an event. You're bringing money in.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. You're it's a big hype event.
That money could be outsourced back to Microsoft and them guys a little bit, I'm sure. So I bet they're not losing as much as we would think.
Microsoft is not losing anything. You know why? Because even though, say they paid overall for E3, say they paid $15 million. But think about how much subscriptions have gone up for them on their Ultimate, on their Game Pass, on their, especially Game Pass, because this year, I would say most of the games we saw from Microsoft's E3 were Game Pass games. Like almost every fucking game was like Game Pass and Xbox and Game Pass exclusive, available on Game Pass day one. And like every fucking game was Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. Every game, every fucking thing that we saw was Game Pass. There was like one game that we saw that wasn't Game Pass. It was like Cyberpunk. Everything else, Game Pass.
One little game that wasn't a Game Pass.
One little
game.
fucking indie game that we saw. Yeah, I mean, everything else is, even that Blair Witch game, Game Pass. All that shit is Game Pass.
What's your thought on Blair Witch?
Blair Witch looks cool. I probably won't play it. Maybe I'll play it.
I thought it was Alan Wake when I first seen it.
Oh, so did I for a minute. And then I saw the dude standing in the corner of the room. I'm like, that's Blair Witch, dude. Yeah, that's totally Blair Witch. That shit's crazy, though. But
Yeah, I'll probably play it too.
Caddylax, what was your favorite part of E3?
I mean, of course, the Cyberpunk shit.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, I don't know. Nintendo surprised me quite a
Nintendo
bit.
surprised you? Yeah, what we saw quite a
I
bit
didn't watch
from
the Nintendo,
right?
so fill me in.
I mean, they had quite a few games that are just typical, like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, got Luigi Mansion 3, Trials of Mana. They got some weird Resident Evil shit going on. I didn't understand that. Yeah. Wait, 4, 5, 6, maybe. They have a Contra coming. Kind of looked like shit to me. That Panzer Dragoon looked pretty good.
Okay.
Nintendo, man.
The Marvel game kind of looked like crap too, but my kid will probably love it.
That game looked all right. Then,
Avengers. All right is keyword.
I think they made a big mistake getting the licensed people because it looked like
the hobo Tony Stark and the hobo Captain America.
The Stunt Devils are playing the
Who
roles.
the fuck are these guys? These are not the Avengers. These are the Avengers? Who the fuck are you guys?
I even thought a Black Widow looked like a guy with a wig on if you look at her.
Dude, Captain America, I was like, what the fuck? That's not Captain America. Who the fuck are you, dude? You know what I mean? All that shit. Oh, I was just
I wish them luck with that game, but I just don't know if it's going to take off. I think they should have invested that money in that license.
That would be cool though if they used like the original actors in this Avengers.
I wonder how hard if they hear enough gripe about it before the game comes out if they could change that, and get the licensing and something. I think that's something that needs to be done for it to be a big game.
I saw this. You guys know that they have a new Super Lucky's Tales coming to the Switch?
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Which one?
Saw that.
It's coming to the Switch? Super Lucky's Tale?
Well, a new one. This is new Super Lucky's Tale.
Isn't that made by Microsoft Studios?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
Interesting.
dude? It's like I'm on right now.
New Super Lucky's Tales.
Breath of the Wild 2, of course.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild sequel. Yeah.
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 Final Fantasy VII remake coming. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein Youngblood is coming to the Switch. How the fuck is that going to play on there? Jesus.
Kind of like The Witcher.
Dude, how is The Witcher going to look on the Switch?
Total dog shit.
I need to watch gameplay on that.
I mean, The Witcher looks bad on my Xbox.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, I mean, on the Xbox One X, it looks pretty decent, but I mean, like
my PC, it looks really good.
Yeah, like where The Witcher 3 on the Switch? Really on the Switch?
Like,
no.
Yeah.
You gotta admit though, that's pretty impressive though, right?
It is impressive. But
right.
It is not gonna look good.
Impressive. Well, actually, here, let me tell you guys. For The Witcher 3 on your Switch, it says here that since the announcement of the game, CD Projekt Red has clarified since the reveal of The Witcher 3 Switch port that the entire game, including all the DLC, will fit on one 32-gigabyte Switch cart.
What are they
130.
Oh, that's only $40.
Yeah.
Just for one game.
It won't even fit.
Says here, other details, this version is going to include both expansions and 16 DLCs, and it's going to run at a 540p resolution in handheld.
Oh, wow.
So we're gonna get Lego Witcher 3.
540p, boys. When's the last time we heard that resolution?
Oh my god.
540p in handheld
PS2?
and 720p and docked.
What's your PSP at, Caddy? Do you know? What's your PSP?
It's at least 1080, right? At least 720, right?
My PSP is probably close to that. My Vita is a pretty good screen.
Yeah, that's a pretty good
probably
screen.
720.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm thinking like original PSP.
Yeah, I have one. It looks like total dog crap now, so I can't imagine
Man,
whatever.
540p.
The PSP
Nypron, what are you
3000.
Yeah.
I wish
is
Sony
480.
can upgrade their PS Vitas. I wish they could upgrade their handhelds.
Yeah, I wish
That'd be sick.
they would, but for some reason the Vita flopped, even though it's actually pretty
decent.
good.
Yeah, they should continue, man. They got potential.
Yeah, they should bring it back out.
Yeah,
I think they're still selling them in Japan.
Yeah.
They're probably outselling the Xbox in Japan.
Actually, in
still.
Japan, they do outsell the Xbox every week. They sell like 2,000 PSP or PS Vitas, and then they sell like 300 Xboxes.
I don't think they do that many Xboxes a week.
30 Xboxes.
Yeah, it's in like double digits.
Yeah, like we sold
crazy.
5 Xboxes this week, guys. Woo! But yeah, guys, you're gonna be playing this at 540p on your handheld and 720p when you hook it up to your dock there, Nypron. If I were you,
The original?
I would buy Witcher 3 for my PlayStation 4.
The original PSP is at 480 resolution.
Do not buy this for the Switch, Nypron.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will be totally disappointed.
You're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this garbage game that these guys have been talking about for the last 4 years?"
Is this 2004?
Anyone want my Switch?
Oh my god, there's a Polygon. There's a Polygon article with the fucking resolution difference. They have a thing of They have like a resolution window there where like they show the PS4
yeah.
version and they show the Nintendo Switch version. Nintendo Switch looks like looks like Zelda. What the fuck?
Yeah.
This looks bad.
Like all that pixelated squares and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nypron, you can go to Amazon and buy like $30 US or Bluetooth controllers that can hook to your phone, and like that Switch is like the same size as my Note 9, and I could like probably have a higher resolution on my phone than the Switch is playing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
And
Probably
you can play your
Stadia on
Xbox.
it.
You can probably get on XCloud and do your home
Oh, Stadia,
local network
excellent,
with
yeah.
it and play.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn.
I'm selling it.
So,
Thank you, guys.
Sell your Switch.
God damn it.
720p. I just don't know who the fuck would want to play that at that resolution. If you have any other console, you're gonna get a better resolution than that. Even the
I
OG
think I can.
Xbox One is gonna give you better resolution than that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think I can probably stream to my Vita and still get better resolution than that.
Xbox One resolution for Witcher 3, right?
Right.
I don't know. It still looks like shit on the Xbox.
So on the Xbox One, it hits 1080p with dynamic scaling for the OG Xbox One. Wait,
Is it true?
900p on the Xbox One. So it looks like shit, but a little bit better than the Switch. There you
Is
go.
it true that the Xbox is better than the PS4? I mean, like the Xbox One specs is better than the PS4 Pro?
Xbox One X?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, the Xbox One X is more powerful.
Yes, the X.
Quite
Yeah,
a bit.
I thought I saw something like that in the Stadia when they had like a comparison.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Also,
It's a
boys, Switchblades is coming. Switchblades, that Elder Scrolls hit game. Blades coming to
Switchblade?
Switch.
Are any of you guys excited for that?
Blades.
Because I see a phone game and I just
No.
immediately tuned out.
I tuned
What
out.
is that?
Yeah, I tuned out too.
That's
I can't
that
remember.
mobile game from Bethesda for the Elder Scrolls, that Blades game.
Oh, yeah, Blades. Yeah,
Into
yeah.
your fucking Switch. Besides that, Bethesda didn't really show me much that I got interested in. Besides Wolfenstein, I don't really care about anything else they show. I don't care about Doom. I don't care about Fallout. I don't care about Fallout 76. I don't care about... But pretty much anything Bethesda showed me that day, I didn't give a fuck about. Besides...
Yeah, same here.
Besides the new Wolfenstein Youngblood. That's the only thing I even gave a shit about. I don't know about you guys, but that's it.
I was actually able to, the first time I didn't really mention it, but I played like the very, very beginning of New Colossus. It was on the Game Pass for PC, and it runs really well and it's really fun. So I'm anxious to give that some more time here.
That game is good. Those Wolfenstein games are dope, dude. They're really good on
So I'm torn right now between Metro Exodus and Wolfenstein right now.
play Wolfenstein. It'll be a funner experience.
You got to give him props, Bethesda, for getting up on stage. You know, you remember when that director that came on stage, he's like, I'm surprised everyone is on. I'm surprised everyone's here today. You remember that?
Howard.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Nypron was really surprised.
I probably knocked over everything. He's surprised the other guys. Yeah, Todd Howard over there fucking talking about, I'm surprised you guys are here. He's like, shut up, you douchebag. You released a shitty-ass game, a broken-ass game, and everyone fucking praised you for this bullshit. You rode the hype of another established franchise to release this fucking garbage. Fucking pissed me off, but whatever.
I was disappointed to hear my son to say he wants to try the Battle Royale version.
Battle Royale. Probably
No.
runs
he
like
could-
shit, dude.
He can use my
I walk
account.
in. I walk in the living room today or the PC, and he has a Bethesda launcher trying to get Fallout to
Trying to
download.
download it.
What are you doing? He's actually putting it on the wrong hard drive, and that hard drive was getting full, so
Yeah.
he couldn't install it all the way. So I'll have to do it for him. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah, good job for them for coming up on stage again. I mean, especially with Anthem, you know, EA, like the whole. I saw like the little video of Anthem developers coming on stage, and that was pretty embarrassing, man. Like, it was like a whole 5 minutes, and it's like, I just feel bad for Anthem. But I mean, Bethesda, a good job for them for coming up on stage and presenting themselves and pushing back up, you know?
Man, at least they're still trying to fall out. Like, they're still making that attempt.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put me back at level 1, so.
Oh, fuck. That's the worst, dude. Oh.
Think
Yeah.
positive. Think positive.
Yeah, but Caddy,
I
how
logged
far,
in, and I was like, guess not doing anything.
how far of a drop was it from 2 to 1?
Hey. I think I was like level 15 or something. But I got power leveled by a bunch of super high people, so I think that's why
Well, they probably
rolled
did
it
you a
back.
favor then. They're probably like, you need to start from the beginning here.
Well, I
pal.
still have like all my shit, which is weird because I have all this crap I can't even use.
Yeah, for Elder Scrolls game, like, I'm happy that they didn't announce it this year because I want them to take their time on that game, you know? Like, I want them to give quality.
Yeah, I think they will. They know that's their bread and butter.
Yeah, I'm happy that they didn't announce it at all.
I mean, I wonder if that's like the most common game around. Like, it seems like that game is everywhere. It's on every system. It's been on everything I can think of. And then you know that game's been out forever. Next thing you know, you're here. It's on the Switch, you know, and it's on the PS4. It's on the PS1. It's on a lot.
Yeah.
And then they have like 5 different versions of Elder, of it out. So
PSVR. Have you
like,
tried
how many
that?
times can they release this game?
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all I have, guys, for news and stuff. I don't know. Anything else you guys want to discuss here? News time?
Nope, I think I'm good.
I have one.
Okay.
You guys know the gamer streamer Dr. Disrespect?
Oh, yeah, I heard
yeah,
about
yeah,
this.
I heard
You
about
heard
this.
about his banning in the E3?
Oh, yeah, the fucker went into a bathroom. What the fuck was he
God.
thinking, dude? What were you thinking,
I don't
man?
know.
Well, was that him or him not, or his camera guy not being smart enough to
obviously,
turn off the
them.
camera?
There was both of them. I mean, he probably told his camera guy, hey, follow me wherever I go, and
And he wasn't clear.
followed him into a
Like,
fucking bathroom. Well,
But the cameraman has to have sense to be
No,
like, I
no,
should
but-
probably
but-
turn this up.
at the end of the day, Dr. Disrespect was into it, dude. He was in there like fucking making a scene and, looking at the camera and
I
laughing at
haven't
the
watched
camera.
any of it. I just read it.
Yeah, I saw the video and Dr. Disrespect was totally in on it, dude. Like, he was like swagging around for his camera and like looking over the bathroom stall at the camera and shit. And
Yeah.
okay,
Do you think this is? Do you think in his mind that he's too big to be banned from Twitch, so he can push those boundaries?
No, I think that he doesn't realize that he can be banned from Twitch. I think that's the thing. I think that at the end of the day, no matter how big you're of a streamer, they can eventually ban you.
Well, yeah. Look, was it High Sky or Sky High, the 11-year-old who had, I can't remember how many followers he had, but the Fortnite player. And they found out he was 11, and so his channel was taken down. And I think he had like 600,000 followers, and then he's losing all of his tournament money from Fortnite. And he's losing everything. That's under the Tipu stuff. Tipu called him out for being in FaZe Clan, and then they came out with his age, and
He's 11 years old. Yeah, you got to be 13, right, to stream.
Yeah, so they took his channel down, and he had like 600,000 followers. I think.
Yeah, so like, I think that at the end of the day, like Dr. Disrespect, I think he's pushing his boundaries, dude. He's already been in trouble more than once.
Yeah.
In the past for different shit, different things he's done, and not just. I'm not saying like in trouble with Twitch, but in trouble with like his viewers. Some of his viewers are gonna leave him over this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some of them are definitely gonna support him and love him no matter what he does, because that's his character. Yeah. That's what his character does. His character's an asshole. It's Dr. Disrespect, for crying out loud. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's his fucking name. You disrespect everyone. Fuck you.
You know? What happened was in the E3 the first live stream that he says that he's doing, he went in the bathroom. There's two video cameras, and he went in the bathroom, and I think there was a child in there taking a piss or something like that. There's like a lot of people in there, and an hour later he got banned because of violation of California's privacy laws, and I do not know how he's gonna come back from that. Like it's illegal to do that.
Well, I'm worried about lawsuits. Like, could he technically
if I was
get a
that kid's
lawsuit
parent,
against some?
why would you not sue them?
Yeah, I'd be getting rich.
You know what I mean? Fuck you, guy.
Yeah.
You're rich. You're gonna make me rich now. 'Cause fuck you.
Right.
Yeah, thanks.
You know what I mean?
I hope he comes back. I like that guy. He's really funny. He's
Like I said,
has that
he
kind of
has
humor
his
I like.
followers and stuff, but at the same time, like, you gotta be smarter than this, dude.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Really.
He fucked up. He did a oopsie.
You really fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, that's...
I like that
Especially
guy,
such a
man.
big event too. It's
Yeah.
kind of crazy. I mean, it would be bad any event, but
Yeah, so he says... actually, Dr. Disrespect came out recently in the last day. Actually, yesterday. He said he fired his director.
Yeah. He's such a big troll,
Because it
man.
got him banned.
he wasn't smart enough to turn the camera off.
Yeah.
Turn him off, I guess. Not tell him to not go in there. Hey, dude, we're not going to record you if you go in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. Maybe you're just in the zone where you're just playing your character and you forget that they're recording you and you don't think they're going to record you. But
Yeah.
I just don't buy that it was his director's fault. Because in the video, he is looking at the camera while inside the bathroom and he's in there fucking around and doing shit.
I think it's just trolling. He's just trolling. It's
know what I
not
mean?
real. Yeah.
It's his fucking idea to do that, I think. So,
But,
whatever. We'll see. Freaking bullshit ass Dr.
Yeah.
Disrespect. Anyways,
Wait, one more, Jesus, and this is for Jonathan out there. I just looked at my phone and on Google News, Atari finally launches its VCS console again.
oh god.
This
How many times have they launched that
fuck?
fucking thing? This is like the 7th launch for that fucking... How many times are they going to launch it? Are they just trying to take people's money? Hey guys, pre-order this for the 7th time now. Pre-order.
The very first sentence, it says, you can now pre-order this underpowered, overpriced, untested, overcomplicated toy. What are you waiting for? That's the first
The
article.
7th pre-order round that they have going for this fucking thing. They're not going to be able to fulfill the pre-orders. They're going to run out of plastic like fucking Bethesda did, and they ran out of that fucking vinyl.
Canvas.
The canvas, right? They ran out of the canvas, and they switched to vinyl.
Have we heard any prices yet? Because this article, just skimming through it, it says the one version is going to be $250, and it will provide a 60 frame per second and 4K resolution. Then if you want the 8 gigabyte RAM box, it's going to jump to $280. And then Atari controllers with it is an extra $110, making it $390.
Yeah, that's the ultimate edition.
$390?
That's the one with the wood grain is the $399 one. The one with the red is the red in the front, like the Atari red, and then it's black. That one's like $250, but it doesn't come with a controller.
Oh. But breaking news, it says you will be able to download your favorite apps, including Redbox, Netflix, and Vudu. You're going to have all the Netflix on your Atari.
Breaking news, guys.
Man, Atari graphics at what? 4K? Did you say?
Yeah, they can do it with 4K.
4K,
Man, them
4K
squares.
blocks.
So there.
Them blocks gotta look so good in 4K.
Fuck yeah, those sharp edges in 4K.
HDR.
Fuck,
Oh my God,
HDR.
what
Does it have ray tracing? Does it have that keyword in there?
It didn't say anything about ray tracing.
No real-time
What
ray
is it
tracing.
thinking?
That thing doesn't even come with a controller for $250. Who the fuck's gonna be buying that thing, dude? Anyways, people, at least Stadia gives you a fucking controller if you buy it for $120. Buy that instead, Jonathan. Don't waste your money on this fucking Atari garbage. Anyways, people, one very last piece of news. Lots of news came out this week, by the way, if you didn't notice. We've been doing news for a long time now. One more piece of news here. The Xbox Live has now changed their gamertag system. So now you can use any gamertag that you want to use. So normally, an Xbox Live gamertag is 16 characters, right? 16 characters. So you can use up to 16 letters, numbers, shit like that to make yourself a gamer tag. But now you can steal somebody else's gamer tag. So if I wanted to, Mayo, I can go on Xbox Live right now and for free for the first time since I'm an Xbox Live Gold member. So Gold members get one free change after this update, which happened the other day. You get one free change. This change, I can now become the Mayo, but it'll be like the Mayo #001.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Kind of like Discord where you have like a hashtag after your name, but you can change it to any name. That's how this is going to identify me. You're going to see me as the Mayo, but Xbox Live is going to know me as the Mayo #001.
Gotcha.
So there you go. Hey, anyone can be the Mayo now, guys. Woo!
Great.
Or we can all be a bunch of Jesus Walks Alive.
No, you can't, because Jesus Walks Out is the full 16 characters. This can only support up to 12 characters in your new name.
Got him.
Got you.
Jesus,
Oh.
Jesus sits a lot.
Jesus, you can't put a lot in there. A lot is just too long. You're gonna Jesus Walks. It's the only thing you can do. I mean, yeah. So yeah, you're stuck. People, what's up? Got him. So yeah, anyone
That's right.
who
We
owns
need more Mayos around.
anyone who owns the original gamer tag gets to keep it, of course, unless you change your gamer tag. That's when you relinquish your usage of the name. But you're always going to be the Mayo. The Mayo. You're going to be the original the Mayo. You know what I mean? Unless you ever change it, which you could. Now you can be Jesus if you want to, or whatever. Yeah. And also, it now supports more than 200 languages. So if you want to have like a Chinese or Japanese-looking gamer tag on your name, you can do that, Mayo. Go in there and do it. Change your name to a Japanese name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. My son did something like that with Fortnite, actually, because he wanted to put something in and he couldn't use a letter. And he actually used a different language number,
really?
And it allowed him to do it.
Yeah.
So it actually looked like he was like an original name on there. I think he went by Injustice at the time, and maybe there was something in there that he had to have numbers behind it, and he was able to change one letter using a different language's alphabet, but the letter looked the same, and it let him do it.
Yeah, so that's what this does too. You can support up to, you can use up to 200 different languages to make up your gamer tag. So there you go.
Awesome.
Yeah. You guys
Worldwide.
You always wanted to be a Jesus. You can now become a Jesus. I don't see many Jesuses on Xbox Live. You know, like I've seen a lot of Jesus in my time, but not many on Xbox Live. I've never
How many
seen
Mayos do you see?
I only seen one Mayo. One Mayo. That's it.
I have seen about 3 or 4 actually. Like
Really?
I've actually gotten into a game before. Yeah,
3 or
with
4
like
different Mayos.
Yeah, there's
like-
somebody mayonnaise.
What?
Yeah, I've seen mayonnaise a couple
Mayonnaise?
times before.
Yeah.
That's just not as cool as mayo.
You know, Mayo, in Spanish, your name would be May.
Yes.
Mayo?
Yes, yep.
Mayo is May. In Spanish, we don't abbreviate the word mayonnaise. It's just...
Okay, a funny little story is we have radios at my work, and they're kind of good-sized radios, and I have stickers. And my buddy Caddylax over here has a printer that can print out stickers, and he sent me some Mayo stickers.
Did he?
So I have about a 6-inch long Mayo sticker on the side of my radio. Well, we have some Latinos at my work, and the one lady stopped me the other day, and she's like, "Why does your radio say May?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a gamer tag thing, you know." And she was like, "Oh, okay, so your gamer tag is May?"
Mayo.
I'm like, no. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, in Spanish, May is Mayo. So yeah, like you are May in Spanish, Mayo. People would think, why the fuck is this guy's name the May? What the fuck? People either think you speak Spanish when you're playing games with them, or that you're just a weirdo that likes mayonnaise a lot.
Yeah. It's always a good conversation starter, though.
Yeah, mayonnaise. Mayonesa is what people say in Spanish. We don't abbreviate mayo.
Sriracha Mayo.
Sriracha.
Man.
Anyways.
Spicy mayo.
Yeah.
That's all we have. That's all we have for news, people. Change your gamer tags, all that good stuff. That's it. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah.
Is it time for some listener questions, is it, Jesus?
Yeah, I was just making sure that I was right about that 12 character now. Yeah, you guys cannot use Jesus Walks a Lot because that takes up to 16 characters, boys. I'm sorry.
Look at you. Got it locked up.
I fucking got that shit locked up, and it says here that old gamer tags will stay the same no matter what, as long as you don't change them. But if you change it, you cannot go back to a 16-letter gamer tag anymore.
Oh, wow.
So once you change it to like a 12 character gamer tag, you cannot go back to 16.
That's probably where those hashtag and numbers are coming into play.
Yeah, because they're saying they need at least 3 characters to assign a number to.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hey. Anyways, people. Anyways. No emojis are supported. I was trying to make sure that emojis... Take the smiley face emoji. It's my gamer tag, guys. Woo.
I'm the 8 smileys.
7 smileys and 1 frowny face.
The eggplant.
And the poop emoji.
The eggplant and the poop emoji is me, guys. Add me. Anyways, we're down to community questions, everyone. You can leave questions in the Discord. Of course, our Discord is always going constantly. It's growing and growing, man. Like, I didn't think Discord was going to get that big, but it's gotten pretty fucking big for, like, the little time we've had it.
Yeah, but Discord I think is amazing. I mean, I know you said something before. Jesus is like, why do I use Discord so much?
Yeah,
it's just to me the easiest way to communicate.
It works.
I mean,
dude, I have
so
like
much easier than everything.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm part of 12 different Discord servers, and it just fucking works. You can switch between all of them with a click, and it's just you're there. Like,
and the direct messaging and group messaging, it's just amazing. You know, you can do group calls. You can separate your group calls.
You can be in game chat, and somebody can just join, and somebody can leave whenever they want to. I mean, you can see when people are online, all that good stuff, dude. It just works.
Mayo, do you remember using Ventrilo before?
Yes,
yeah, man.
That stuff was hard to set up initially. If you weren't much of a PC guy, it would take a little bit of work. And then, you know, some of that stuff, it was like people had to pay for a server. So, like, you had to pay for that stuff. Somebody was paying for that server, the maintenance of it. Yeah. So, but like Discord, it's just Discord, free for anybody to jump on. So, Discord any listeners that aren't on Discord, I encourage you, even if you're not playing with us, if you just want to interact, I think it's the easiest way to interact. Yeah. It's amazing how easy it is.
To me, it's funny, right? Because even I think today I was talking to Iams or Brink in my Facebook chat with them, and we were talking about our community, like the Horrible Gamers community, and he was telling me like he's like Jesus, you're always talking about these PC gamers. Where the fuck are they? And I'm like, they're on Discord, and he's like, well, fuck them. I don't want to talk to them. And it's like, well, they're on Discord, and I was trying to tell him like look, we have. Like, it's kind of weird. HGP right now is kind of getting divided up. Like, we have a lot of our listeners and people that we interact with daily on the PC on Discord, and I talk to you guys every day. But then we also have, like, the Xbox group and the PS4 players on the Facebook group. So it's kind of like a mix of both. It's kind of funky.
I mean, this is me. I like to see them come over to Discord just because the fact is these games can be cross-play. We're going to be able to play together. If they want to stay on Xbox, you know, we could. It's an easy way for us to communicate instead of using like the Xbox app.
You're right. For cross-play.
You know, it's integrated pretty easy in the Xbox, right? I haven't tried it, but
is Discord on Xbox? I don't know if it is.
I thought it was.
I don't even know.
I don't know either.
I wonder if maybe you can download it. Maybe they should totally add it, though, if it isn't. Add that shit
definitely.
to Xbox.
It'd be a missed opportunity if not.
Sometimes on Discord, I would see you guys playing on the Xbox. Like, it would show what games you're playing.
And then Xbox?
Right.
Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I know it could show me, like it shows the games that I'm playing on Xbox or whatever, but I don't know if it's actually, like, I can talk to you through Discord on the Xbox. I think it's just locked to Xbox chat.
But you know, I can use my phone, and I can get into a voice chat with anybody playing a game on my phone. So
or we could do it where we can, I mean, on PC we can get into an Xbox Live party. You know what I mean? So it all works, but I mean, there's ways to get around it. But Discord is like the one thing that everyone can use and get used to, and it works, people.
Get it, guys.
I like it.
Pictures, you can post pictures, you can video links, email links, anything you can post on Facebook, you can put on there. And you can add people real easy. You can, you know, navigate. It's super easy, like Jesus was saying.
And you don't have to have Facebook anymore and have your privacy invaded.
Yeah, to me, Facebook feels weird. Like, I don't use, you know, I'm not really commenting much on Facebook.
Honestly, on Facebook, the only thing I'm on there for is for the Horrible Gamers group. Well, if it wasn't for the group, I probably wouldn't have a Facebook. Let's be real. I don't talk to anyone on Facebook besides the Horrible Gamers crew. On the chat,
I get some nice pictures from Henley from in the hospital.
Yeah. Henley sends me pictures of half-naked pictures of Gunny Chief in the Hospital bed
Damn,
hooked up
dude.
to an IV. Oh, shit, fucking Gunny. Anyways, let's get into our community questions. Like I said, you can leave questions on the Discord or in our Facebook group. We usually make a post on Facebook the day before the show starts. We ask people for questions. You can keep an eye on that usually every Friday or Thursday. Sometimes I post it early, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I post it the day before. Sometimes I post it an hour before the show starts because I forget. But I try to do it usually a day before the show begins. So you can leave your questions in there. Anyways, Vaderholic on the Discord asked on June the 1st, he said, Google Stadia or xCloud, which one do you think will have the most success? I think we answered that last week. So we're going to move on to this week's question, which is June 9th, which is on Sunday at 9:35 p.m. Octopus Tea Party asked, Orion, Stadia, or xCloud, which do you think has the most potential?
Orion. Never heard of that.
So Orion is not necessarily a streaming service. Orion is an engine or a service like some type of, I think it's an engine, right? Is it an engine? Or is it some kind of network
I'm not
solution?
sure either.
I never heard of it.
It's a thing that, it's what Bethesda showed on their stage. Like they were saying like Orion is the new streaming service we're going to be using to connect to, like they're using it themselves to connect to the xCloud or most important, not the xCloud really, but most importantly, Stadia. They said that they're going to be using that to play like, hey, we're going to be using Doom on the Orion engine with this Orion technology in it to make the latency super low for Doom on Stadia so you don't have to worry about latency or whatever. Because we know Doom is super hardcore to play on, even on your PC or your console. We're giving you the best experience with this on your Stadia device for streaming. So I don't think Orion is like its own standalone streaming service. I think it's a part of Stadia. Unless it is its own standalone. What is Orion? God, let me just Google this.
Pretty sure it's some stars in the sky.
It's cloud gaming.
What is
from Bethesda. Well,
Orion software.
I don't think Orion is there yet. I mean, it looks like it started. Stadia, I think, like they have the technology. I mean, Google, it's a big infrastructure.
All right, so like I'm saying here, like Bethesda announces Orion Cloud Gaming System with a beta later this year. It says here, the system called Orion could be added to a wide variety of games across different game streaming services. Bethesda promised that it will give players a higher quality experience that's accessible on slower internet speeds, and it's opening a limited beta later this year with Stadia.
What the hell is going on, man?
So Orion is just a system that Stadia or Bethesda is going to be using to make their games better on streaming. You're going to use less internet, less connection, whatever. So that's all it is.
I think it's going to be a way of doing their packets, basically. You know, like when you're streaming, packets are being delivered to you. And it's kind of like a method of how they are going to be delivering it to you.
So I think they're going to use just less data and make it less harder for the network to deliver that. So I don't consider that a streaming service. I consider that a whatever, but that's the fucking system.
Yeah.
For me,
Stadia
a hard
or
one.
xCloud. Stadia to me feels like it has the most potential just because it's Google, but at the same time, the Xbox, not xCloud, because they said xCloud is something different. So the Xbox streaming from your console, streaming anything to anywhere, that is going to be big at the same time, dude. Because if you could just stream your library without having to pay for anything extra, that works.
Yeah, I mean, they do that now on Steam, and I see the potential there, and that's why I think I'm really watching still the xCloud, because if they play their cards right, I think it could still win and be better than Stadia. But like right now, I would say Stadia, but we don't know completely
we don't know
everything
what
we know
exactly
about
Xbox
xCloud
is.
Yeah.
Or xCloud, they didn't, because I said they didn't mention much. They tested a little bit of whatever games they had at E3, but that's really it.
This is an exciting time for console and streaming. You know, like this is that period where everything might change.
Some people hate streaming though. It's not exciting for the people that hate it.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Caddylax?
Of what, streaming?
Which one would you like was
I ain't
the
getting
most potential? xCloud or Stadia has the most potential?
I mean, to me, xCloud seems like more potential, but my internet up here is just such crap that I really don't. I'm not gonna be streaming anything.
Really? You're not gonna be streaming nothing?
I mean, probably not. Because what's my download's like 20 megabits per second.
Yeah, we were just running a speed test for him earlier today, and he was at like 26, I think he said.
21, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, I mean, to me, I'm better off having hardware and just playing it here.
And the minimum for Stadia is 10 megabits.
Yeah. Right? 10 megabytes for 1080p or some shit.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would be like maybe he could do like a 1440 at 60 FPS.
Well, I think they're only gonna have like 720, 1080, and then 2160, right?
Well, that would be a deal breaker for me then, because that's what Netflix is. Netflix, if I stream to my PC, it doesn't look very good because they don't support 1440.
Yeah.
So when I watch a video on Netflix, it's at 1080p on my 1440 monitor, and it looks very grainy. It doesn't look good. So if the games for me would be at 1080p, then yeah, I wouldn't have any desire to want to stream it on my PC.
I think that's gonna be, dude. There's not gonna. I don't think they're gonna support 1440. Like they keep saying 720, 1080, and 4K.
You don't think
they
so?
might. Because the Xbox S does 1440 now.
Yeah.
So,
it does.
It might be in their agenda.
Like the Xbox does FreeSync and shit. You can hook up. Like I could hook up this monitor to my Well, if I had my Xbox, I could hook it up to my Xbox One X and play like. There's certain games on the Xbox One X that support like higher frame rates. Like I think Rainbow Six Siege is one of them. Or like if you play it on the Xbox One X on a monitor that can do more than 60 hertz or whatever, you can get up to like 100 frames per second on Rainbow Six Siege.
And that desire is out there, because I actually have had multiple guys at my work come ask me about different monitors to hook their Xbox up to because they want to play Fortnite actually at a higher frame rate, and just to try and get that competitive advantage. I can probably think of at least 10 people who have asked me about that, about buying a standalone monitor instead of a TV.
Yeah.
They call it a gaming monitor, which all monitors are technically gaming monitors, but I'm like, get a nice gaming monitor.
And I think with the next console coming out next year, the Scarlet, we're gonna see a lot more of that. Where people maybe you don't want to buy a big ass TV. Maybe you want to buy a decent sized monitor, a 24-inch, 27-inch, 30-inch monitor. You're gonna put it on your desk. You're gonna be gaming your Call of Duty Modern Warfare or whatever the fuck on there at 120 frames per second, because that's what the new Xbox can do. I mean, you're gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
And them Xbox players out there, you guys, I know, I can't remember, Jesus, we were talking to somebody and they were talking about, like, I have to play on a big TV. When you're in front of a monitor, it doesn't feel that small. So when you're talking 27-inch monitor, it feels a lot bigger than it actually is.
You're sitting so close to it.
Because you're 6 inches away or so. So you Xbox guys, give it a shot if you want to be curious about stuff like that, especially this next generation. If they can go a higher frame rate and your TVs don't support it, the best option might be a monitor.
Yeah, because let's face it, most TVs don't support more than 60 hertz. They just fucking don't. They just don't do it.
No,
they do it to save money, right? To make it the TV cheaper, they don't support it. Like some higher end TVs do, but it's gonna cost you more than $1,000 for that TV. You can get yourself a fucking decent monitor, like really good monitor, for way cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Caddy, have you ever tried hooking your Xbox up or PlayStation up to your monitor or a high refresh monitor?
Yeah.
Did you notice a difference, or I mean, you're used to playing a monitor, but did you notice a performance issue, like the games performing any better or seeming to play any better on a monitor?
They looked a lot better on a monitor.
Really?
Like I ran my PS4 Hobo Edition on this 1440. It didn't run in 1440 or anything, but it looked better. I think I might have ran it on that 1080 I had over there too. They're both higher frame rate screens, but I don't know what they ran in. I'm assuming 60, but they look better.
Yeah.
And I actually got my other PS4 buddy running on a monitor now too.
Monitors are the shit for shooter games, dude. If you want to be able to see the full screen on a shooter, the monitor is the way to go. Why do you think that when you see like esports players competing against each other. They're not gaming on a fucking 70-inch plasma OLED fucking TV. Because fuck that. They rather look at a 20-inch screen and be able to see the full screen with just one view without having to turn their fucking head.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Advantage.
I think that the standard size for actually eSport Pros is 24
right?
inch.
Yeah, 24, yeah.
That way they don't have to like look everywhere.
Yeah, you just
keeps
look
it all.
straight. Yeah,
it's all on your peripherals. Yep.
Yeah, I can see that. I agree.
When you
And
have a
also,
big
too,
TV,
it's-
you have to look everywhere like it's fucking nuts.
Yeah, even my little ultra-wide monitor I have here, my 34-inch, I barely ever play on it. It just don't feel right to me sometimes. It's more immersive, but I'd rather almost have the higher frame rate and stuff like that. So,
Alrighty.
all right.
Anyways,
that was a long.
so what do you think? Did you answer here, Nypron? CRX Cloud?
I would go with Stadia because I don't really know what's going on with xCloud yet. You know, they haven't really shown anything yet. So I'm hoping October, like we all said, October on Gamescom they would show something more.
August.
Hopefully, you know.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, next question comes from Bill Gardner II here. What are you most excited for from E3? Cyberpunk, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Wolfenstein Youngbloods. That game looks really good. It's a game coming out this year. Watch Dogs Legion looks really fucking good. I am so hyped for that thing, dude. All that good stuff.
For me, actually, I already got it. I think it was the PC Game Pass. Because as soon as they announced that, I was like, awesome. And then they were like, it's available today. So I was like, oh, it's been better yet. And, I'm excited about Cyberpunk, but this is kind of burner. I know that's a little ways out. So this is just like the one announcement they made that was good for me as a PC gamer is more access to a bigger library for a little payment, So
Fuck yeah.
that was probably the biggest thing to me.
What about you, other Caddylax? What were you most excited for E3?
Oh man, there's a ton of pretty good games.
Yeah.
So it's hard to. I mean, of course, the Cyberpunk.
You sounded excited about that Nintendo stuff there, buddy.
Yeah, well, my kid, I like that with a kid.
Yeah, definitely, I agree.
So, I mean, that's kind of why I like Nintendo stuff lately.
Nintendo's more than kids, man. For everyone.
Yeah, it's for everybody, but it's a lot easier to like entertain my kid and not get karate chopped.
Yeah.
When he's watching something like Animal Crossing or Luigi's Mansion. I don't know. Luigi's Mansion kind of looked pretty cool too, actually.
Yeah.
You got a goo Luigi now that you can split up and then go into a different room or something. I don't know.
You don't know what you got him excited for?
Yeah, I mean, mainly it's just Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk is life.
I mean, yeah, that's about it.
What about you, Nypron? What are you most excited for?
The main game I'm excited for is Ghost something. Remember that Ghost game? Ghost, I forgot the name.
Ghostwire Tokyo?
Ghostwire, yeah.
Yeah, that looks good too.
I'm excited for that game because the graphics looks pretty top notch, and the gameplay of that game, the style of it, is like a horror mystery, something like that.
Yeah.
You seen the trailer? Like everyone just disappears, and you see that dog
dog walking around.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah.
Yeah. That was interesting.
Yeah, that one's interesting. The other one is Death Stranding. Only because I'm a big fan of Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
I play Metal Gear Solid. That's like my favorite game of all time.
Wow.
And I'm excited of his work. I'm pretty confident of what he's gonna show. But like his game is probably gonna show like 30-minute cinematics. Like you're gonna move like 1 foot and then 30-minute cinematics.
Yeah. Big cutscenes.
Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, unfortunately, I don't have that kind of I'm pretty busy
We're
anymore.
We're gonna look at the
so,
president in the hospital bed inside the Oval Office dying because of some fucking disease or whatever. What the fuck's going on in this game? We don't know. It's
So I'm sure.
weird.
I'm sure.
I could be only
I'm sure there's gonna be like there's gonna be like an hour of cinematics, I'm down. I'm gonna bring
Yeah.
popcorns and shit.
Okay.
The other game is Cyberpunk. I don't know yet. We'll see. That game is hit or miss.
The fuck
What
you
else?
mean? You're hyped about a fucking Death Stranding hobo ass fucking
I feel like
hooking up a baby up to your chest and plugging into it and shit and going to the death zone.
I feel like it's a little bit overhyped. A little bit overhyped for me.
Oh my god. Someone
Where did I hear?
getting
I heard the other
Nypron.
day they're like, "What do we know about Death Stranding?" They're like, "It's a bunch of pregnant guys running around with big ladders."
Yeah, the big ladder, guys. You guys see that cut, that little clip there? He pulled the ladder out of his backpack and it extended out for more than 28 feet. More than 28 feet.
It was like up the side of the mountain or whatever it was.
Oh, what about that Elden Ring game?
Elden Ring. Cool, yeah.
I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Yeah.
Just the trailer looks super crazy.
Yeah,
it doesn't really
much.
say much. I guess it's like fantasy and Dark Souls type.
Yeah.
So how much like Game of Thrones is this going to be? And
That's what I was thinking.
You
Yeah.
had a Game of Thrones game already. Come on, guy. Fuck.
I have it on PC actually.
Yeah, I know you do. I seen it. I just don't want to play it because I heard it's bad.
I don't know.
I clicked on it more than once, and I'm like, oh, should I play this? Should I play this? I'm like, no, fuck that shit.
You know it's bad when you came and play it for free.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Yeah, because I looked at the reviews of that. Shit looks bad. Anyways, guys, next question is from Brian Tolb Jr. He asked, do you think it is too early for a new Xbox already? No. That's it's not like the Xbox One X. Was that a new Xbox?
No.
No, I don't think
right?
it. I think it was just an improved version or a 1.5.
Yeah. It was a 1.5. It's kind of like how the PS4 Pro is not a new PlayStation. I think it was an upgrade, like a little bit better hardware, like a little refresh.
I mean, it's kind of like all the old PlayStations always.
Yeah, you get the slim version.
Mid-year upgrade or whatever.
And two,
mid-life upgrade.
The one came out in 2013.
That's a long time ago, man.
It's been 6 years, and it's coming out next year, so really it's going to be 7 years. Mm-hmm. So that's a good life of a console, really.
It's pretty much what the Xbox 360 had. Came out in 2005. New console released in 2013. 8 years. You're getting a year earlier with this. Not bad at all. Mm-hmm. And on the 360... Remember how many times people were in that last year? They were all complaining like, "Oh fuck, this generation's going on too long. We need a new console. We need a new console." And now we're getting one, and people are like, "It's too early. We don't need it's too early because we got these upgraded editions." I think that's what people think. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they probably blew their money on the upgraded edition, and then
they don't want to pay.
Kind of pissed they're gonna have to redo it.
So we had the S
later.
and then the X and.
Well, yeah. I mean, when I sold my X, right? I still, because what I do is I keep my receipts of my consoles inside the boxes because I keep the boxes and shit. So when I packaged everything up, I saw the receipt in there when I bought it from GameStop, and it was November 5th or whatever, 2017. I'm like, fuck, this thing came out not that long ago. It feels so long because I've been gaming on the Xbox One since launch day. But I failed to realize that I just bought this thing a year and a half ago or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Anyways, next question comes from Brian Tobe Jr. He asks, Am I not the only one that is turned off by Borderlands art style, right? No?
The new one, Borderlands 3, is pretty enhanced. It looks pretty good.
It looks alright.
Yeah. Borderlands 2, I'm not really a fan of. Yeah.
It ain't for everyone, that's for sure.
I mean,
yeah.
it all comes down to gameplay, right? The Borderlands 3, I saw some of the gameplay that looked like an Apex shooting style. That looks pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be a fun shooter for people. Not for me, though. I don't like Borderlands. Whatever.
You don't like Borderlands?
Next question. Brian Job Jr. said, what is Jesus' address? I got the 2 Stadia controllers he wanted in exchange for his new PC. Sorry, Brian. 2, no. That was last week, Jesus. This is a new me. New week, new Jesus. Next question is from Alan Maybe. He says, How excited are you guys for the new FIFA 20 and the new FIFA Street Mode? Anyone planning on getting the game? That is a big no, Alan. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Alan, not here either.
And if
Sorry,
so,
Alan.
I have beginner tutorial classes I'm offering, 12 steps to whatever. I'm not reading this, Alan. You fuck off. Fuck you, Alan. Next question. John Jerome asked, did Microsoft do well enough at E3 to get some PlayStation users to either come back to the Xbox or join the master race? I think so. I think they did a good job. I think they convinced someone to buy a PC or get an Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the PC thing almost most.
Yeah.
I agree. I think they kind of, if they're going to do anything, they would probably go PC over Xbox.
Yeah, now that you can get PC and have some games right off of that with Games Pass.
Well, all Xbox exclusives are coming to PC moving forward, so.
Yeah, so really no point in an Xbox even.
That's why I
Hence
sold
why
mine.
Jesus told us him.
Yeah, exactly why I sold mine.
Yeah.
That reason alone, man. I have a gaming PC. Why do I need an Xbox? You don't. Don't fucking need it. You can play every exclusive on your PC.
But that don't mean that you won't have plenty of Xbox content for your listeners to talk about. You know?
Shit. That's true. Anyways. Even Eric Smith is going to sell his Xbox. He told me.
He told me too.
He's like, I want to get a PC. And I was like, why? And he's like, because, dude. He's like, a PC, games are cheaper. Games look better. And I'll be able to play all my Xbox games on there that I want to play. And even like the next Call of Duty, it's crossplay with everything. I don't even have to buy it for like anything. I just buy it for my PC and play with anyone on anything. So we're good. Crossplay is the future, guys. Woo!
Let's hope so.
There you go, Eric. Get with Caddylax over there. Drive over to his house. You Michigan people over there, and you can see his PC firsthand over there.
Yeah, you can.
Swing on by, right in Lansing.
And then you can upgrade Cadillax's internet.
Definitely
he's
do
a
that
cable.
for me.
He's a cable installer, right? Yeah. Eric can go and we'll give you one of them black boxes.
No ladder.
Yeah. Run that fiber from like a mile down the road down here.
One of them black boxes that taps into that secret internet up there. Mm-hmm.
I told Caddy that he'd be better off if he's got fiber a mile down the road, that you get all your neighbors to just buy extenders and get the first guy to buy it and then extend it down the road.
Just extend
the price.
Down the road a bunch of fiber extensions.
He'd still have better internet than he has now. Off of like fifth extension.
Shit. Brian Tobe Jr. said, was it supposed to have music behind you as you talked during your E3 podcast? Yes, Brian, yes. Of course it was, because I hate talking about myself. I hate listening to myself talk about myself. So I was like, I need to put something here. I'll put music, because fuck, I hate talking about myself. So there you go.
I'll join you, Jesus.
Join me next time. Woo! Anyways, people, next week, Bunny will be back. So make sure you tune in for next week. And we'll see who's going to replace Eric Smith. I don't know yet. I haven't made up my mind on that. So we'll see what that happens with all that good stuff. So Eric Smith no longer on the show. Ryan is still sidelined for I don't know how long, for forever. I don't know.
Oh, it's got to be a couple of years.
Ryan will be back 3 years from now. Yeah, Ryan will be back 5 years from now, guys. Woo! Ryan's come back.
He'll be trying to podcast, and his daughter will come up and be unplugging stuff for him. Get that walking
Ryan will be 65 years old when he comes back. Eric Smith will finally be 20 years old when he comes back. Eric. Anyways, love you people. Let's see here. Find me on Xbox Live, Gamertag, Jesus Walks Lot on motherfucking Mixer /Jesus Walks Lot. I stream on there, mixer.com /Jesus Walks Lot. Shout out to Channel Zero. They've been hosting me lately and giving me embers and shit. So shout out to them, giving me tons of viewers. So yeah, huge shout out to them because I don't even know how. I think I joined the Channel Zero team or something. I don't know how I did it. I reached out to them on Discord and they're like, fill out this thing and submit it. And I was like, okay, done. And like now they're hosting me when I go live. So fuck yeah, awesome shout out to them.
Nice.
Was playing some Apex Legends today. I don't know what I'm going to play tomorrow. Maybe some more Apex. My daughter wants to go watch fucking Secret Life of Pets 2. Why do they have to release that movie this week when Toy Story comes out next week? What the
I don't know.
fuck?
They had some special showing, so my kid saw it like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, really? Secret Life of Pets?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Just a local showing. Super early.
Fucking fancy over there in Michigan. Got fucking secret early
It's
showings.
all the exclusives.
You should have recorded me like a bootleg version or something off your
I
cell
didn't
phone.
even think of that. Dang.
Upload it early for everyone. Woo!
Oh, man, I should have.
$2 for my streaming pass. Woo! Anyways, people, find me there. Find me on the Xbox because I have my PC. My PC and Xbox, according to the Microsoft team, my PC is now on Xbox. Find me on there, Jesus Walks Lot. Find me playing different games on there. You can play Sea of Thieves with me, State of Decay 2, all those Xbox cross-platform games with the PC. You can play with me on there, including Gears of War even. I could play that on my PC with you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
PlayStation, find me GSUS Rockslot, because fuck you, Sony. Sony should give us the same option.
Calm down, man. I'm a Sony user too.
Sony should give me the option to use my fucking name to whatever I want.
I think you can now, can't you?
No, he can't.
No, I can't. I can't be
Not
Jesus.
yet.
Oh, not to whatever you want.
No, you can't. You cannot have Jesus in your gamer tag. That is such fucking. I can see 420 6969 sex doll.
Cox.
Yeah, hot
What about
dick
Xbox?
69 XXX as a gamer tag, but not Jesus. Oh no, fucking Satan rules 420 as a fucking gamer tag, but not Jesus. What the fuck? That's some bullshit ass bullshit, dude.
That is some bullshit.
Anyways, find me on there. Where can we find you, Caddylax? Where can we find you?
Oh, just find me on the Discord.
Okay.
I'll be there. Caddylax. I'm not even gonna spell it. Just look it up.
Caddylax.
He is there. I see him there. I see him right there, right now. He's there.
Pretty much there all the time, hanging around, creeping. Hey, what about you, Mayo?
Yeah, Mayo.
Yeah, you can find me on Steam as the Mayo 1. You can find me on Xbox as the Mayo 1. And on Discord, I'm just the Mayo.
Why are you the Mayo 1 on Steam?
I think actually the Mayo was taken.
Oh, so you're not even the original Mayo. What the fuck?
No, I don't think it could be the original. Isn't
You
that crazy?
fucking imposter. I thought you were the original. Where the fuck is the original? I need to find that guy now.
And it might have been something where I screwed up and typed one in and created an account and then redid it or something. I don't know.
You forgot the password.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been talking to an imposter this whole time now. Fuck.
Oh, I feel bad.
Oh, man. Where can we find you, Nypron?
You can find me on multiple platforms here. On Steam, it's gonna be Nypron NYPR0N. You can find me on PSN NYPR0N. You can find me on Twitter, same. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook.
Okay.
You can find me mostly on every single media. So reach out to me. Any PS4 gamers, come on in the HGP, so I don't feel lonely.
Crickets? Anyone? I should add the cricket sound in there, huh? Fuck PlayStation! Woo! Xbox for life! We're Xbox Master Racers around here. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a new one.
Xbox Master Racers. Woo!
There you go.
Anyways, guys, we're out of here. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll see you on the next
out.
edition
See
of
ya.
Horrible
See ya.
Gamers Podcast. We're out. Bye. Next week, we'll be talking about Gunny's crazy Australia trip, his near-death experiences, and his experience fighting a crocodile. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Dum dum dum.
Fighting a crocodile.
All coming next week.
Yep.
Stay tuned for the next Horrible Gamers Podcast. Goodbye. Good night. Go to sleep. Don't go to sleep if you're driving, though, but go to sleep if you're like at work. Just go to the bathroom. Go take a nap. Bye.